Boom. Okay, you joined at the wrong time. If you check Discord,
Yeah. Yeah, I
1
just
minute late.
noticed, yeah. Oh well.
No, I'm talking about the advantage.
Yeah.
But wait, but he, what was the rule when he's late? We can decide when he takes disadvantage or something? Or was that the proposal he didn't agree to?
I can't remember, honestly.
By 10 minutes, he means 10 past 7, so in 20 minutes for us, right?
Yeah, I think so. But we're just in time for advantage, so we can abuse him even worse.
Wanna play a quick round of Among Us?
Oh, I don't play this cancer.
I played it when it was hype, but it was hype though.
I've played it like once or twice, but yeah, it's not really my thing.
After a while, when you played with randoms and there are the experts, the tryhards popped up, then it became boring. But with friends and at the beginning, it was interesting.
Cool.
I liked it.
Yeah, I like the Among Us memes. I don't actually play the game though.
Oh, I'm the opposite. Boah, the Among Us meme. Boah, that was such cancer. That was way. Everything. Oh, zoom in. Oh, there's a thick Among Us guy. Woo. Yeah. Sus. True. Yep. Among Us created the sus meme, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It is truly a cancerous experience. Especially when all the kids started playing it. Oh boy, that was a wild one. Every single kid, my cousin, my aunt's son, everyone was like, "Oh, do you have Among Us? Do you want to play Among Us? Do you want to play Among Us?" No, I don't. I have Call of Duty if I want to play some cancerous shit.
Yeah.
We could play Risk.
We've tried. A friend of mine loves strategy board games, so he decided, let's play Risk, and we started playing Risk. A few hours later,
I only played Risk at the beginning. What is the actual strategy now with the new maps and stuff?
Oh, I have no idea. We played it in a board game, like a real board game, not online or some shit.
Oh,
no idea.
More complicated?
Yeah, because you have to count the things and consider the things on the real field. There is not a little helper which says you can put your army here and here only. You have to figure all those things by yourself.
Oh.
We played it only once. Only once.
What did you play?
Risk.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I remember.
Wait, Mark is here before Lucas. Damn. This is the first time, Mark, you have an advantage. Lucas will have a disadvantage.
Come on, be fair. It was a couple of weeks since Marky's schedule became possible, right?
Mm-hmm.
A couple of sessions at least.
I mean,
Ah, fuck.
And it's been 2 months actually. Time
Oh.
goes by quite fast.
I mean, that's like 5 sessions. We missed a couple, right?
Oh,
We
that's
missed
true.
one, I think.
I think
I
2.
I,
If
I
we
believe we
one,
missed
then
minimum
Oh,
of
yeah, we
2
might have
or
missed 2.
3
Yeah.
even. I spilled sangria on my keyboard. Reese, I saw you earlier. Probably editing the recap. I completely forgot. What happened 2 weeks ago? I
Basically,
see the same map for like a month.
basically, we were just talking to the old lady, and then Marky went away to his original body, and so now it's just Connie and Butcher. And at the end, Bob went into the magic door, and CTA and Elodie immediately started looting his stuff. So we got a few magic items, although they weren't very good because my rolls were terrible.
Oh yeah.
that's right. We have 2 changed characters, so I guess it does make sense to make a new intro. It's true.
Yeah, Ilya, how did the character creation work out? Did you sneak some OP stuff past our DM or?
Yeah, he doesn't yet realize it, but since I start several sessions, I will be level 1, then I'll be level 2, so I get the hang of the mechanics and see if it's worth upgrading or stuff like that.
Oh,
He
okay.
still did not confirm all the level 1 things, so I don't know what I'm going to do today. I'm going to roleplay mostly.
Just pretend you have all of the stuff you wanted, and then try it out, and then Lucas will be like, "Yeah, this is overpowered, so I can't approve this."
No. One of the abilities, Lucas thinks it's not going to be OP, and this is the main OP ability I try to sneak in. Basically, all the other abilities I designed are decoys. He'll say, "Oh, we have to nerf it. We have to nerf it," and he read on the most of the things about the first ability. So.
Nice.
Then the boss fight week begins and just insta kill him immediately.
Yeah, if something happens and he allows it by level 3 to actually have this ability,
cool.
I think I have I will have the strength to one shot Savit.
Okay.
Nice. Literally just the anti-Safid ability.
No, it's not anti-Savit, it's anti-everything.
Okay, nice.
It's anti-hostility ability.
Just an atom bomb ability. But it's actually good that you're starting level 1 and building up, because one thing I learned in this campaign, min-maxing, is you typically want one good ability that can do everything and just level up. Because I have so many so much stuff in my kit that I didn't use for like half a year to a year.
Yeah. I don't know why I don't do more of that, because like every campaign I always think that, because with Isai, like half of his stuff I didn't use, and now with Elodie I've got like a whole bunch of stuff I don't use. I guess the terrestrial adventure and dark chapter characters never actually leveled up. Well, did the dark chapter guys level up at all? I don't think they did.
No. I think it was
I know the terrestrial ones never did. But yeah.
Well, in the terrestrial adventure, if you had what was his name, the mage, who had only one ability that did everything, that like overhealed everything so much, that would have been strong. I mean, I guess I did do something like that with Mark, the original one, where I just had the like push ability, the Jedi Force, and I just completely like leveled it up like 4 times.
Yeah, I think if I was to do something like what Cora said, just like one ability focus, Dorian could have been like an absolute beast, because his ultimate was one ability, but it did 5 different things.
It's entirely true. I think we're level 3 now, right? And I haven't upgraded my main laser thingy once.
Yeah, no, I've just been acquiring a whole bunch of garbage little mini things.
I just noticed that the stats are the problem. When I build different stuff, I want the melee and range, and that's just impossible with the stat system.
I mean,
Oh well,
also,
I guess I am happy the way I did starts this campaign. It has worked out well, except for that one time when Marquis nerfed me. But aside from that, my equal stats build has been very successful.
oh, it's fair. We have to talk about nukes about that because that's actually also a thing. Doesn't really make too much sense now, since Connie is in control of the body. I guess he shouldn't be like so volatile with the viruses. Well, she the body.
Yeah.
Oh, but speaking of Reese stat manipulation stuff, you know that the DM knows your absolute weakness now. He can just alter your stats and you're fucked.
Oh yeah.
We had like a session of that.
I don't know if Lucas realized how big of a weakness it was, but certainly he knew it was a weakness right from the start because we had the big discussion about it. But yeah, no, my absolute weakness is getting my stats messed
And he has a proclivity of creating enemies that are specific to our stuff. So
yeah,
I mean, it is fine.
But he is constantly missing out on stuff that we design just to mess with his complete plans. For example, I sent Reese what he agreed on. Yeah, basically every single person that bears my stamp of approval, technically everyone who hi Lucas.
Hey.
Hello, we were definitely not talking about how to break.
yeah.
Man, you were so harsh on Ilya's character. Relax, man.
Yeah, let him have more powerful abilities.
I'm sorry, but it's not a passive when the passive is described as, okay, so I did this is the passive part, and then if I do this, I can do multiple other actions when 2,000 things happen. And I have this single ability, but it activates a whole different other ability and a whole other different dimension.
Ever heard of trap cards and counter spells in Yu-Gi-Oh? What's the problem?
Yeah,
no,
Lucas,
absolutely.
You used before the AI monster combinations, it was all just Yu-Gi-Oh cards we were fighting, so you know how trigger effects work.
I'm just saying it's not a level 1 summon.
Okay.
If you're thinking about Yu-Gi-Oh, you know how fucking toxically long the text in Yu-Gi-Oh cards became. That's we are playing for like 10 years. We're making more complicated cards each season.
Pretty much. I mean, like, I think, to be honest, well, no, actually, I was gonna say Dorian was probably the most complex character of mine, but actually that's not true. Dorian had the longest single ability, I think, but Elodie has like a whole bunch of abilities that work together in conjunction, and it's really stupid. But yeah,
the Asian lady had more text than any of my characters.
Fair. Oh yeah, because she had an ultimate that did nothing but hurt herself, and then she also had 3 different abilities, each of which had 3 effects.
Yeah,
yeah,
but that makes sense.
Text I had to read through it before I got used to it.
That one makes sense because you have like a single ability that allows you to use more powerful abilities, but all of those are separate.
Yeah.
With Bob, it was like, oh yeah, so this is an attack that has a 1 action cooldown, and it does 5d12 damage, half on a save. So it's like,
I mean, I always love his abilities that are like half on a save. It was the same with the backstab ability. It's like, yes, let me deal 10d something damage, and if you fail, you still get all the damage. But
well, since majority of his abilities are psychic, it's like your girlfriend coming home and telling you have the biggest dick out of your friends. Yeah, on a save. On a positive note, you have the biggest dick. On a more negative note, the emotional damage is there, man.
Yeah.
It's all about perspective.
I'm
Then again-
definitely not disagreeing with that part, but I think the context is a little bit different.
Well, Bob is dealing emotional damage.
Well, yeah, no, like the idea of
Self-empathy.
the idea of dealing half on save is perfectly fine if you either have a lower damage or there's other conditions to be applied. Like your fracture or cringe, they do have conditions. So technically half is fine, but they still needed to dumb down the numbers, so they're not out there.
Okay, we'll continue working on that during next week. I'm going to use only the mirror worlds. So no, I'm still not going to use it. I'll just use the Bob stamp.
No, that's perfectly fine. Yeah.
Since we did not agree on anything and I don't have anything written in the character sheet, I'll basically roleplay this session.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. I mean, you can use the stats, the new stats, right? So
yeah, I put those at least.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, we don't know if all of us will just roleplay this session. The last session was like it, at least.
Bob. I'm telling that Bob is going to roleplay. You do whatever you want to do.
I mean, Connie is the only one who is not stuck in a wish fulfilling magical something.
Yeah.
Right, she has the choice to leave.
Yeah, Connie can just walk out.
Oh.
Yeah, once Bob gets out of the magic time door thingy, I need to start doing ley line stuff to try and break out of this place, because, yeah, we are kind of stuck.
I mean, I have actually the funniest idea, because I have the ability that allows Butcher to hurt one of my allies if I roll badly. I was like, technically the ally gets chosen randomly, but what if I then could roll something or maybe choose to get attacked instead? In that case, I randomly choose an ally and they have an option to take the damage for me.
He has become schizophrenic out of convenience. To be your self-ally.
Pasted the watch together link.
And we're going to join the Watch Together link. Imagine my shock.
Well, there's still a person missing. Okay, now.
Sorry. Yeah. If everyone's good, we can probably start. In
Sure.
3, 2, 1.
Casablanca.
Wait, why does he get to be president?
Well, I think I would have made a damn fine president. Kissed a few hands, shook a few babies.
You would have brought a real dignity to the office.
Thank you.
You don't have what it takes. I'll be president. And I nominate Little Rock as my VP.
So that means I get to be president if you get killed by zombies.
That wasn't what I was thinking.
You buried
As the door slowly creaks and shuts off the light outside, you're suddenly in an empty black space, and empty not in just what you can see, but also what you can feel, as all the emotions of people around you, of living energy, emotions of various animals, even insects, you're all of that is suddenly cut off from you. What happened last session, and what happened, Bob?
Okay, so at the start of the previous session, that was way, way long ago, the Wood Witch, I am not going to pronounce her name, allowed LOD to participate in the preparation for my personal time dimension that I was about to spend 10,000 years inside. LD made sure that my memories are going to be intact and I'm not going to forget about my family. I left valuable possessions with LD that I wanted not to be impacted by the time I've spent, such as the legendary fisherman items, the things from my own water dimension, and LOD spent a few hours learning from the witch, but it was a bit difficult for her. It involved manipulating the ley lines as musical strings, and so it was difficult for her to understand it. CTA allowed LOD to borrow his drone, and she was able to analyze what the witch was doing a bit better. Marky decided he's going to use his wish to merge his mind with the original self. CTA was strongly against it. He didn't want to lose his friend. LOD supported him. Bob didn't give a fuck. Okay, so CTA, he had a conversation with Connie and Butcher. He slapped Butcher away when Butcher tried to grapple CTA, as Butcher is in the camps now. CTA started insulting him that he's STD. Technically correct.
Yeah, what's the insult?
Yeah. Okay, so the dimensional portal was completed. I went in, and LD took care of my possession. The other members of the party, City and Marky, talked with the hack for a while. She was quite fascinated by CTA's suggestion that we can find a way out of the pocket dimension, out of her pocket dimension. And basically, that's what I remember.
Amazing. Does anyone have anything of note to add?
Yeah, well, after Bob went into the dimension and all the talking happened, we also started looting through his stuff, which he had entrusted to my care, and we found a few magic items, but that took a couple of hours. And also, at the very end, we had a little cutaway to see Marky's perspective, the actual Marky, not Connie, and he was talking to this Special Forces chief guy, or he was in a room while the chief was talking anyway, and the guy was talking about how this kidnapped Transfini girl, who is Elodie, although he didn't say her name, had aged, and she was like 60 years older suddenly.
Or so the kidnappers claimed.
Yeah, so they were claiming it.
No, the kidnappers claimed she was exchanged, right?
No,
She
he
was a
claimed
fake
she
one?
was exchanged. He
Oh.
thought she was exchanged, but the kidnapper said, no, guys, she just aged really suddenly for no reason while in cryosleep, as people do, of course.
Yeah, so the whole idea of these special forces was that they did obviously believe them and decided to possibly launch a counterattack against them.
Yeah.
Or maybe a real
So-
Elodie is dead by now.
Perhaps.
Well,
Who wants to keep a grandma?
Some perverts, technically.
well, City, you know that your family kidnapped her in a way to try to get more power from her father. So, you know.
Yeah, but if the father sees her as an old hag, you couldn't possibly not recognize her. Who knows?
Yeah.
In German, we have a saying for that the kidnappers probably thought "Loch is Loch," what means hole is hole, but I don't know.
What?
Yeah, what?
I mean, it's a female kidnapping victim.
Oh,
what do you believe happens to her? But her
I mean-
real body, not a robot. But
Yeah,
I
her
don't know.
real body went from being 16 to 76.
Yeah, at least
I
one.
mean-
Statistically speaking, at least one of the kidnappers was. Oh god damn it! It's legal now.
As the Germans say, Locht ist Lot.
Although I will say in the UK 16 is legal, so
Oh.
If you are over 18 as well,
yeah.
Yeah.
In the UK we don't have different ages for different things. It's literally just 16 is the age.
I believe in Germany it's like 13 to 18, and if you're over 18, you have to have sex with over 18-year-olds.
Yeah.
14, 16, and 18 here.
Okay, that is quite low.
I don't know in Lithuania because I never had to look it up.
that I feel like says a lot about your teenage years.
Yeah, you nerd.
Yeah, that's honestly fair. All right.
Well, look on the bright side. The hand cannot get pregnant. Unless it's Butcher.
If blisters don't count, I guess, yeah.
Worst case scenario, you'll be committing the perfect crimes. You won't have any fingerprints.
Oh yeah.
Only from the left hand. Okay, so Bob. Right. There is a moment of total emptiness. And then suddenly you find yourself in it's something similar to what Elodie described before. You find yourself in a forest full of trees and a bright blue sky without any clouds. Although the sun can't be seen anywhere, the shadows cast are directly from above. As if the light source was straight up, but the sun isn't there. So, for whatever the time might be, you kind of assumed this worked similar to what Elodie had experienced. At least, the fact that you can't feel any animals, any people, nothing, even no water flow, is pretty interesting and isolating in the same sense. Before you had the experience of kind of rushing through, having a perfect meditation cycle when you were isolated from everybody. But this for some reason hits a bit different. As you take your time kind of quitting, I mean, you have years to get to your purpose. You kind of realize that this forest is clearly a self-repeating pattern. The same you walk, even though you walk forward, you can see that the trees are placed in kind of grid-like areas, and every couple of kilometers they start repeating. And it's even more exacerbated by the fact that you now have the perfect memory. So every tree you've seen is perfectly remembered. And it is a bit difficult getting adjusted to the fact that all of your recent memories are present in the same way that your most valued memories from your life are. Your worst memories from your life and your best memories from your life are now competing with everything that is going on this second. With your enhanced vampiric senses and the feeling of being alone, being especially powerful from the recent duration. But you have been a hunt. A forest is nothing. It is not a unknown terrain for you. You understand how to walk within it. You understand how to live within it. But this forest is plain simple in the literal sense of the words. It almost feels more like you're staring to an uninspired painting. There's no berries, there's no mushrooms, there's no fruit trees. There's just plain old same trees repeating in the pattern. What are you doing, Bob?
Okay. Do I? So you say I remember both the good and the bad things.
Every memory you had at the time when Elodie wished, those are like saved. You now can recall them real well. You can't recall things you wouldn't remember at that point, but everything you could have remembered, you can remember now.
So I don't remember drunken stories and stuff like that. If I did not remember it.
No, it's not like you gained any memories that you would have lost. It's just any memories you had at that point. You're not losing any memories anymore.
Hopefully, he didn't have a song stuck in his head.
Everything you had already forgotten remains forgotten.
Yeah.
But you don't forget anything from now
on. Okay, so I recognize the trees. I remember about the little guy that we were carrying and we left. And I remember where we left him most certainly. Also, do I remember how we ended up in the pocket dimension? Anything particular happening that would have caught Bob's attention?
I mean, the fact was just that Elodie and
no, not this pocket dimension, the one that we are trapped in.
No, but like I just gain any memories. You're not gonna forget anything else from this point onwards. That's all.
Okay. In that case, what am I going to do? I remember how much money I had and everything I had in my possession.
That is true.
I will count the money. Also,
Never mind the money. You're gonna be missing a bunch of magic items.
oh no, I didn't give a fuck about the magic items. I kept
Okay.
them in the pocket dimension. I did not need them. I need only if it's the legendary fisherman things.
Yeah.
I will look for. Is the pile still there of the items?
I mean, you're in the forest. You're already in
pocket
your
dimension.
hyperbolic time chamber.
In that
It's a
case,
dimension inside of a dimension.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I will try to. And the 10,000 years passed.
No.
No,
The
this
start
is
of the
the start
10,000.
of the 10,000 years.
Okay, I'm going to sit there and meditate. I'll just sit silently. I will find a creek, technically, something that Bob can see himself near water, if there is a possibility.
There
There
is no water.
No water.
No, you cannot find any flowing water. It is just a repeating pattern of a forest, like a Minecraft forest biome that just keeps on repeating. However, the only water you actually have is the forever full bottle full of your saliva.
Oh, cool. So you can flood the place.
Terraforming time.
I will find a little hole, not too big, not too shallow, and I will empty the forever full bottle, and I will meditate. I will start meditating for 10,000 years, and looking in the water.
Yeah. So you find some kind of a shallow, well, not too shallow, but some kind of a hole between two roots of a tree that seems enough to make quite a large puddle. Basically, like a very large bath. You fill it in as the forever full bottle never empties, although you know that eventually it will reset. But you manage to fill in, and you start meditating. The time doesn't pass here. There is no sun, which means the sun never goes down, and as you meditate, you're starting to rely on your inner clock more and more, but
fortunately, he can perfectly remember every single second that passes.
Yes, but it's not like you remember them in seconds, right? Memory doesn't work like that. It's not like, okay, this is second 1, this is second 2. It's like, okay, it's a bit more difficult when you don't have a time frame, because inner clock depends on the sun.
Technically, though, if he moved his finger up and down, he could remember the exact motion he did every time with the exact same speed.
But it would require him to have it constantly move in the same speed, which is
could do that.
Which is more focusing than the actual meditation, right?
Yeah.
The question is, if nothing happens, does he remember each second of nothing happening as a new second?
Perfect memory. Yes.
So does his memory fill up with nothingness at some point?
There's no limit to his memory.
There is no limit because
but like percent-wise, at some point after 10,000 years, his actual memories of action would be like a small percentage of his mind, right?
Well, yeah, but like if you think about it, like if you have a database and you have perfect access to it, it will never get too full for you to access things, because if you have perfect access, you can just ask what you want to know and you will get it.
There should be a time delay if there's a like huge hard
because
drive
you're thinking
of memories,
of
right?
like the time frame where he will spend in here versus the time frame he remembers before this. But like it's not a percentage. It's not like the before time plus the 10,000 years. It's not the full time. The full time is infinity. He can live for an infinite number of years and remember everything.
Yeah.
So against his full capacity, the percentages are basically meaningless.
Yeah, but
the 10,000 years are the same for him as it was before. Like nothing changes for him.
But there's active and passive memory.
Well, yeah, but his is just perfect. He has perfect active memory of everything he has ever experienced.
Yeah, but you
Exactly,
still
perfect
have
wish
to
for
actively
memory.
try to remember. If he's taking a shit, does he need to remember his childhood trauma?
He needs to remember his entire life story every second of his life, yes.
Yeah, because otherwise I'm going to forget something important, like do not kill the black robot that is with us.
Each second he spends just reminding himself of that. Okay.
So, yeah, Bob, you meditate hours? Based on how much time has passed, probably days. Weeks? Weeks. It's been weeks. And your mouth is drying. Although you have never experienced this, but you're starting to notice. And with meditation, starting to understand your vampiric essence. Your body is dead. It is constantly trying to rot. And your vampirism, with regeneration, is keeping that at bay. However, as you know, regeneration costs blood. And there is no blood source here. As weeks pass, you meditate, trying to understand. What are you trying to understand exactly, Bob?
I'm trying to understand my own divinity and how to properly awake my true self and how to become one with my true self instead of just hiding it and suppressing, because Bob spent a lot of time in hiding. He was trying to convince everyone he's not a vampire. Then he saw that people accepted him, and he decided, I'm not going to hide anymore. I'm going to stop hiding from myself as well. I'm going to embrace it.
So, as you go through that, you kind of notice an interesting phenomenon. With your perfect memory as weeks, months, even pass, you suddenly realize you mentally are able to go through a couple of discoveries, couple of understandings of yourself, but none of them lead to the nirvana or extradition that you kind of believe in. Suddenly, as you have the perfect memory, you find yourself debating with your own past selves in your own head. As you have the perfect memory, you understand your mentality a couple of months ago perfectly. And as you meditated and your mentality changed, you're able to debate with multiple versions of yourselves entirely in your head, trying to understand what you seek. But years start to pass. Your body starts to rot in some places as your mouth is entirely dried up. Dear, you have no blood in you, and your body is running on its last reserves. You try to speak to yourself, but you find yourself just blabbering nonsense, multiple versions of yourself, trying to prove something, as the realization hints that there is no proof. What are you? What is the point of even knowing what are you? Why did you even attempt this in the first place? You had a wonderful life. You only had to leave. Who cares about Savid? Until you knew about his existence, nothing about it mattered. You were going to Nata's land for your daughter. And now you find yourself not even being able to lift your own head, as the moment you observe reality back around you, decades after you started, you're just withering away next to the pool of your own saliva, with your own reflection of a rotting body being seen. Your daughter, your wife, the life you had before. And now look at you. The man that everyone entering into the DMV would fear. The man who would look at his boss and say, "No, that's not enough paperwork." The man who didn't care about Ennia's rules but only looked how to further his own gains. Who went hunting with his family, his brother, and was thinking on how to raise the perfect safe daughter, and maybe sometimes even thinking of how unlucky the future boyfriends will be. Now you're here, rotting. Sure, you tried to hide it at first. I mean, even the way you were born as a vampire. Just choking on a glass of water as you laughed at the death of the original vampire that fell. It's a coincidence, isn't it? Like, that's no destiny. To choke on a glass of water and then become a water-controlling vampire? Then emotions, all of that. I mean, the DMV is full of emotions. But also then you have Savid, who's supposed to be some kind of a emotion-based god figure. What even is he a god figure of? You never cared to find out. I mean, did it matter? You knew he came in there, threw a meteor at himself, and everything else after that was nothing. That's just and if everything you did was just a way to further your own goals, live a happier life, live a something beyond what you had, because every time this rotting corpse you can see in your own vision, every time this rotting corpse had the perfect life, he wanted to go even beyond. No, there was no way to be happy with yourself. There was no way to settle down and say, "Hey guys, maybe we don't need the other 1,000 gold. Hey, maybe we can go on a vacation together. Maybe we can enjoy the moments we had." No. The next high, the next chance. There was always something to chase. Even when there was no way to hide it anymore, when you showed everyone your vampiric abilities, they accepted you. And what did you decide? You decided, no, being a vampire is not enough. I want to be a god. I want to be a king of some kind of a planet, God knows where. while my daughter waits in space, while my wife waits in space, with any moment passing by being a chance for Savi to go there and take that away from you. There was never a doubt in your mind that that would happen to you? You losing your family? That's not possible. You're Bob, the greatest vampire king of them all. You fooled your friends for 3 years. You will become God King of this world and you will return. What? Bureaucracy? Bureaucracy. Just another way of you to show your control to the masses. Hundreds of years have passed. You're barely holding on. A coincidence. Is it a coincidence that you're a vampire now? Possibly. I mean, you're Bob. There is no way you would die like that, right? No, this has to be a destiny. That you're some kind of a... That your ancestor was some kind of a God's brother, and you have some kind of a divine bloodline in you. That's all destiny, right? It can't be a coincidence. The fact that your body is refusing to break down even when there is no natural vampiric regeneration left. It has to be your undying soul, right? Your undying soul, it's one of a kind. It's magical. Nobody has it. You're special, right, Bob? You're special, right? This dead corpse in your own reflection, with its eyes dried out, looking at its own self, in its own saliva reflection. This guy, he is special, right? Right. Well, who knows if you're special? You know, Savid said he will attack your family if you don't comply. You know, he has some kind of a destiny for you in his mind. He wants you to become part of him so he can become whole, whatever that entails. Is that your destiny? I mean, that's what he wants. Is your destiny to die here? So Savid never gets it? I mean, you're moments away of death. From death, you feel like any moment you could just wish to be released. And the dead skeletons surrounded by a rotting muscle mass would just succumb. I mean, without your party would probably just find a way to get back to the ship, make sure your wife and daughter are safe, probably work out something with 6ix9ine. Elodie has a great head on her shoulders, DTA knows the art of the deal, and, well, Marky left. Marky didn't see anything special enough in you to stay here. That you weren't in the question. He said he'll come back, of course. He might. But will it be for you or will it be just for the crew? Honey, it's just another puppet you try to control. The same way Savid has been controlling everyone around him. And as the millennia pass and the idea of you and Savid possibly maybe not being so different hits you, there is something that catches the final sparks as you're about to go out. It is not your time. In the reflection of your own saliva, you notice in front of you, on the other side of the reflection, sitting a man. He's not in front of you, but he is there in the reflection. And although it takes a couple of moments for you to understand what it exactly reminds you of, your perfect memory still kicks in. He's very similar to Saeed, only a bit bigger, has a belly, a long beard, but still has some purplishness in his own hair. As your body tries to speak, your jaw dislocates itself, hanging just by attached of a few veins of your rotting body. However, your image, your reflection is still able to communicate. And what do you ask, Bob?
What am I?
The man in front of you laughs. Great question. You know, I asked that question myself. What does it mean to be born a brother of the devil? Why does it have to mean anything? Just because you were born under certain circumstances, just because you were born carrying the same burden I did, doesn't mean you have to live your life according to that burden. My children didn't. Their children didn't. Nobody did until it came to you. And I'm sorry for that. But it does allow you to answer that question yourself. What do you think you are? And more exactly, what do you want to be?
I want to be free, but I know that in order to be free, I have to become that itself.
That's not true. That's just a lie. You don't have to be anything. You don't have to be dead. You don't have to be free. You can be. That is the first statement. What can you be comes after that. So, once again, when you say, well, you want to be free, what does that mean? What can you be?
I can only be Bob and nothing more.
Wonderful. You see him kind of have a genuine smile. And what are you, Bob? What are you?
Really? What are you and what do you want to be?
I am King Bob, the ruler of Bobland,
Nice.
Bane of Savit. I am the one who's going to protect my family. I am the one who will march my armada onto Boboland and then Pumekia. I am the scourge of this earth, and I will be the mirror of hatred.
He scoffs. Not the answer I was looking for, but I'm glad you came to your own conclusions. Do you know what I am, Bob?
I'm not entirely sure, but I believe you will enlighten me.
I am the essence of your bloodline. As your body is failing, I'm trying to reach out to understand you further. And I'm quite happy with what I see. Bob, in the words you uttered, not for a single moment you described yourself as a vampire. Are you
I
ready?
don't believe I am a vampire anymore.
There is an interesting conundrum. The body always reflects the soul. And Bob, what I am is just what the original soul of the brother of Savid wanted. And that's the will for Savid to disappear. Bob, you notice him reach out his hand over the pond towards you. And although your actual hand has no strength to move anymore, are you able to lift your hand in the reflection? You muted.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Notice your
headset, my headset for some reason disconnected.
Yeah, your physical. You notice the person in front of you reached out his hand towards you in the reflection, and although your physical hand is unable to move, does your hand in your reflection move?
It moves, and I shake. I shake his hand in the reflection, and I look him dead in the eye. Quite serious, while sitting and smiling in the reflection. Hello, friend.
Friend, I'm family. As you notice his aura kind of start engulfing you, your body starts to slowly regenerate. Slowly. It is strange. You're filled with will as you manage to move your arm to reattach your jaw. Your body regrows. Not exactly the same as it was before, as you have no need for blood anymore. Your divine essence has just expelled the vampiric essence from your body. And with the help of your ancestor, You feel yourself, the reflection of how you imagine yourself, come to fruition. As you're born anew with full divinity, you can feel in your hands. You don't quite yet understand it, but the reflection seems to be quite imminent of it. As now you have millennia left to train, to understand your power to the fullest. However, as decades pass, you run into a small problem which feels like a repeating pattern, and although it's much easier to manage it now, you kind of realize that, hey, I'm not a vampire, I don't need blood, but I do need to fucking eat. And in the decades following, hundreds of years as you follow, and you eat all of the bark, all of the leaves, leaving most of the trees down to almost their roots.
I wouldn't have eaten the roots first, though.
Nah,
You
you
eat
might the
them.
leaves first, surely.
No, that's the
Was
thing,
there
though. The
not
roots
a
are like
single apple tree?
There are no fruit trees.
the
There's only
roots are
forests.
the only
Oh, true, there are no
parts of the entire
insects, right?
forest
So
Yeah.
that have like flavor. Everything else is completely flavorless. The roots are the only thing with flavor. So he's using spice.
hey, he can just remember good flavor. It's fine.
Well,
That's
since
how it
Bob,
works, I'm sure.
since Bob is forced into veganism, he's going to be extra cranky when he gets back out. So he's going to commit serious genocide on all
Ha.
living beings.
Yeah, unfortunately, when you get out of this pocket dimension, you do so only to find you're still in another pocket dimension because all
Oh,
of us are
no.
still trapped.
So,
Well, I believe Connie would agree on eat the rich, but everyone will agree on eat the witch.
Also, the
She's
giant
putting the
koala.
witch in the sandwich.
Fair.
Everybody, as the forest witch opens up her door after the 5 hours have passed. In her basement, you see a crawled up Bob shaking with his muscle mass having deteriorated, and his clothes have rotted away by this point. He's just buck naked with looking anorexic as fuck, completely weak, and his whole body is shaking just from the weakness.
Hey, Bob.
Bob,
I guess
you've been almost like in hibernation for the past few hundred years, as your body tried to preserve all of the last energy reserves it had, as you just tried to wait it out by this point.
The witch is like, what did you do to my pocket dimension?
Oh,
Yeah,
there's so
it's
much.
just dirt.
There's so
Wow.
much poop in that pocket dimension.
Oh no,
10,000
you're right.
years.
Oh my god, he's not a vampire anymore. He needs to poop.
Yeah, even
Seriously,
if you don't eat, you
demigods?
still poop.
No.
Well, I mean-
Okay. For at least for some time, I think he would have realized that if he comes into the forever full bottle.
Oh god.
I mean, what I was going. That's actually what I was going to talk
Protein.
about, though.
Oh
It's
god.
like technically, even the saliva has protein in it, so he can literally just pour the saliva. Also, he could use sap. He could put sap inside of the forever.
Oh
full
yeah,
bottle.
that's a good point. Yeah,
Yeah,
tree
but it's
sap would
like-
be an option.
Wait, did I give the armor of Savit to you guys, or it's still with me?
You gave us all the stuff, I think.
No, I
Okay.
think you kept it. No, I think the armor
Oh.
of Savit.
Oh yeah, no, I think you did keep it. You said something about
Okay,
you were
so
gonna
I
wear
don't
it.
need food, Lucas. I just
Oh.
realized that. So suck my dick, I guess.
Oh, cool. Does the armor stop you needing food? That's awesome.
Well, it also could melt to him, so we will see what that does.
Nice.
Either
All right.
rip him out,
But
a
he would
shriveled
still
little creature.
He would still miss food, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
but
will,
no,
and
at least
I will not need it. But being forced into starvation, not needing it and not having it and wanting it is different things.
Wait, lol.
So
you
I
know,
will
wait,
be in
no,
forced
it's
hibernation.
it's hilarious. Okay, now I'm very interested. Do you have the in the description? Do you have it mentioned what does it not work on? Because there are two races it doesn't work on.
Oh.
Three to be exact, actually. But yeah.
The Jews and gods. Damn.
Grandburians.
I should have it on hand, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, because it doesn't work on Manellas and demigods. And super Manellas should be included here as well. Yeah.
Oh,
So-
interesting. I wonder why it doesn't work on Manellas.
Okay, so I guess I should take my own dick.
Yeah. Because it doesn't give it's like sure it can give the like fraction of the power of Savit, but it's like you can't take it. You're already your own demigod.
Ah. So basically what you're saying is, Lucas, that the first ability he got when being a demigod should have been you don't need to eat, because yeah, he needs to eat. Oops.
It's well, it's more like Manellas aren't affected by pure magic, which I think was why with this game, and the demigods / gods came from the fact that Savit would have it enchanted just to work on for him.
But Manellas didn't eat, right? Also?
They ate like electricity, I guess, in a sense.
But it's not. The armor doesn't just affect eating. It like has additional stat effect properties.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, blood could. Wait, no, wouldn't you get like iron poisoning if you just drunk a load of blood?
The problem isn't of finding a single nutrient source. It's finding you can't find like the whole nutrient list you need, right? So it's easy to make a very specific kind of nutrient, yes, but it's not just like you need
so
just a vitamin A, right?
What you're saying is he needs to alternate periodically over every time the forever full bottle needs to be refilled. He has to choose between blood, cum, saliva, and
Well,
tree
I mean,
sap.
no, but like technically, if he like after like having a full meal, if after that he took his blood and he put it into the bottle, it would have all the nutrients, or like a lot of the nutrients.
No, that's not how it works.
Also, he doesn't have a full meal, so that's irrelevant anyway.
No, like a lot of I think almost all the nutrients get distributed through blood, because otherwise there's no way for them to get distributed to like where they need to be. I think that's
Makes sense.
either just the blood or something else.
No, but like you're thinking a bit wrong, because the concentration of those nutrients would be too small.
Well,
I'm
would
pretty
it though?
sure
If
you
you
would also
drink,
still
if
get
you
iron
drink
poisoning.
enough blood.
Yeah, but technically,
I guess that's-
if you think about it, if you drink blood, he wouldn't even need to breathe, right? Because oxygen is also transported by blood. There should be
Well,
everything in it.
I mean, I don't think you would be able to like use the oxygen as you digest, and I
Oh,
think
yeah.
also
True,
digesting
yeah.
so much blood probably wouldn't be possible. But he could inject it into his veins. That is a good point.
If he had any needles, which he doesn't, so.
Well, I mean, there's like sharp stuff. I bet he doesn't mind if he bleeds. He's a demigod. He can
Also,
heal. So
remember, he got his demigod body after he was like almost a corpse, right? So it's highly he already had the nutrients.
No. But I think in the future this could be useful, just like an infinite transfusion.
That's how we find out how
No,
true
you know
gods
what?
look like crack.
We already
Dehydrated
have-
crack junkies.
He already has a forever full bottle, though. All he needs to do is take one of those like liquid meal things, you know? Like, well, I guess they're basically soups, aren't they? He just needs to take soup with all the nutrients in it. Then, whenever he needs to have something to eat, he just puts a drop of it into the bottle, and then he has infinite soup.
I mean, true,
Yeah,
but
that's a way. One way. Another way for emergency soup is if I chew the food and I spit it in the forever full bottle.
I mean, though, to be fair, it is kind of funny because you figure out a way that you can like go underwater. You don't have to drink, eat anything. You don't. Maybe it will even stop you from aging that much. But we are all fucking robots and a demigod, so it's completely useless.
Well, now Bob can't go underwater completely.
Wait, he can't breathe underwater if he's a demigod?
Yeah.
No, he is like an evolved human, so he needs to. Well, not he. He still half human, right? So vampires didn't need to breathe because they were already dead, but demigods are still alive.
Yeah. So demigods basically just need to get an ability that lets them do all the cool stuff, like not eating and needing to breathe and.
Yeah, I mean they get passes. They can breathe, so yeah, definitely.
Or we can use the forever full bottle.
Yeah.
We're going to use it.
Exploit the bottle.
Yep, that's what we're going to do.
The forever full bottle though digs only in liquid, so you would need liquid oxygen.
I mean, that's what blood is.
Oh yeah, I guess
the forever full IV bag.
God. So yeah, you find this disheveled, very anorexic Bob with Savid's armor on in hopes that it will finally do something. But yeah, it's just he's just there lying in a hole. There's no pocket dimension that you guys could see. Bob still probably wouldn't realize he's back out, as he can't feel emotions anymore. So he doesn't realize that he's actually out of the pocket dimension.
I feel my own emotions.
Yeah, he's normal now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
that's true. Like your emotions right now, for the past few decades, if not hundreds of years, have been, oh shit, I need to survive. I need to survive. There can't be a lot left. I just need, yeah.
You should give a special boost to Bob because he reached the nirvana since all those Buddhist monks are starving themselves to reach the nirvana. Bob starved himself on accident while meditating.
Starving yourself on accident is not
while meditating.
Oh. But yeah, anyway,
Right.
I would like to go into the basement and lift out Bob. Bring him outside.
Yeah, Siggy would also approach him. Bob, you look hungry. Here, take some jelly beans. As I give him 6 jelly beans out of my inventory.
Which are the drugs? Turns out demigods are allergic to drugs and he instantly dies.
Hey, it's the only food besides potion I have, so...
Yeah.
I hope they taste good.
Elodie, interestingly enough, you immediately notice a difference about Bob. No ley lines are attaching themselves to him.
Oh.
Although he had some as a vampire, there's nothing magical about him now. As Bob, you find you're a bit disoriented still, but you find 6 jelly beans of different colors in your hand.
I haven't had a meal in 10,003 years, so yeah, I'm eating all of them.
Yeah. With your completely dried out savanna mouth, you chew on them and swallow them. Okay. Sorry, CT, you said 6, right? 6. Yeah. Okay. Bob,
Isn't just gonna go blind?
Do you mind me giving 6D? No, this is so complicated.
Hey, it's the last time, okay? It was my last 6.
Look, just
so...
just roll it sick, and then just say right. Yeah, your vision is rainbow colored now.
Yeah. So sure, Bob, give me 6D8.
Okay.
They're gonna combine into black.
No, everything different. Oh no, 2 5s.
Yeah. Okay. Can you give me now 12 D200s?
12 200s.
D200s.
What the fuck, man?
Okay, so from 6 meters to 1. So there is a distance between 6 meters to 187 meters away from you, where everything just seems to be rainbowy. Like there's different colors, there's different distances, but they're all overlapping. Some colors are clashing, and like, God, this is not how you remember the real world being. Like, you don't know if it was your vampiric vision that you were just adjusted to, but this is a very weird way, and you don't remember normal people seeing this way. Although everything within 6 meters is fine.
Oh boy, this is going to take a while to adjust to. Do those pills, jelly beans, have any nutritional value?
Yeah, like your body is euphoric from finally some nutrients. Although the old witch would give you a cup of sap, of tree sap.
The only thing he already had?
Yeah.
I will point out, and as I take my stuff from the guys, and my foreskin is regrown. I'm no longer a Jew.
Oh, nice.
Interesting.
Just like Jesus.
Some extra pocket.
I point the gun to her, weak, trembling, and I say, "Do not fuck with me and give me some real food."
She takes a moment as she drinks her teacup. I'm sorry, honey, but you have already used up your wish.
Well, everyone, there is a giant koala bear thing sleeping.
No, wait, you can't eat that.
I shrug.
I point my gun towards the koala bear and prepare to shoot. So
I mean, yeah, you're back at the house, so you're not next to koala bear, but you know the way towards it.
Isn't there a window he can point through?
No, that's
Did she saw me shooting at enemies with pinpoint precision? Oh,
she hasn't.
Unfortunately, I cannot threaten her that way.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, let's go to get the koala bear.
As you mentioned that, she says, wait. God. She opens up the basement door that she had Bob put in, and now it looks more like an actual storehouse basement. As she goes in, she grabs a couple of jars, goes back out, closing the door behind her, puts them on the tables, and you can see there's various jarred meat, mushrooms, and vegetables within the jars. Like there's about 4 jars, and everything is mixed in with them. Choose your poison, boy.
Do I see a jar with predominant meat contents?
One of the jars would be like 70% meat.
Okay, I take this one. Fuck the veggies. I had enough trees.
70% meat, 30% maggots.
Maggots are
You
also
better
meat,
protein source than a bar.
Give me a strength with disadvantage, Bob.
You have to
You're
open the
defeated.
jar.
Yeah.
Defeated by the lid of a jar.
If he chokes
I
on some
believe I
meat
will do-
right after 10,000 years, I would laugh.
He dies, and then another vampire dies right next to him, and he becomes a vampire again.
I would write on his gravestone, he died like he lived.
Nice.
Gay. Choking on meat.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to twist the jar open and just start galloping the contents of the jar, with your body being so euphoric on each bite. It doesn't even care about the acidity, even too much about the taste doesn't matter, as it just goes through almost like conveyor belt. As your mouth refuses to take a moment to enjoy this, and every bite that is put into it is immediately swallowed.
If we are realistic, he would vomit, right? There was like a documentary about you can't eat too much
But
at
he
once.
is a demigod.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
His godly powers is just
Demigods.
swallowing meat.
Demigods have
Yeah.
every bodily function except vomiting.
Yeah, which for the other 3, it is weird. From the moment Bob has presented himself as a vampire, you've never seen him eat.
Yeah.
Well, technically, they saw me eat.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but mostly like to emulate a normal person, right?
Yeah,
Never
yeah,
as
since
a vampire.
No. They saw me eat on that fish, sucking the blood out.
sucking.
Yeah, but that's a bit like
We saw you
sucking
sucking
the blood,
off
yes.
fish, but not eating them.
Yeah.
But
Mostly
the-
through
What do you
the.
mean? This is big British cuisine.
Yes, that's definitely what us British people do when we have fish and chips. We just suck on them.
I mean, you have no teeth, so what have you left?
Multi-level insult.
Yes. Oh yeah. Anyway, I guess when I see you eating, I probably would say,
I take it this means that it worked. You're not a vampire anymore.
Well, I'm something worse now. I am myself, and I smile.
Nice.
How does
I
his
give you
teeth
thumbs
look?
up.
I mean,
Does
They
myself
look normal.
did his body change besides him looking malnutritioned? Or was he like
Man, that's
grayish skin with a vampire? I mean, we didn't notice him being a vampire, so he looked just human and now he looks like a malnutritioned human? Or
Give me an insight.
Bob? Who? Did you change your hair?
Alright, your hair would have started to grow out.
Oh yeah,
For
I
thousands
look
of
like
years.
so basically I look like and nails.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I
nails
look
you can you would still have something to cut them off with, I guess.
Are vampires
yeah.
like Saiyajin? Did his hair never change in the years before?
Yeah, because I didn't want to. I can control it, but I didn't want to grow it on the long end.
Now that you see it, it kind of sounds like vampires have a lot of cool perks that you're missing in this new body. Oops.
Because vampires, they can just leave their hair cells dead, right? Like choose not to grow out their hair. So yeah.
Whoever knew that being dead could be so advantageous.
Do I recognize Connie or Marky in control of the body?
You definitely would remember that the Marky left, so Connie is.
Did they even speak to him so far?
No, I don't speak with commies. We do not negotiate with terrorists. I look at Connie, I laugh and say, I look like one of your leaders. Pointing at, thinking about Rasputin.
He wasn't a leader, though.
Yeah.
He was just a sex pest, right?
No. Bob wouldn't remember that.
Also,
he was neither a leader, neither a communist.
Yeah, he definitely wasn't a communist.
He was just a random fuckboy.
A guy who tried to seduce the queen.
And succeeded, right?
Well, yeah.
That's the meme, at least.
Yeah.
Judging by his dick in a museum, I think he did seduce her.
Yeah.
Wait, how did you see?
There is a
Queen
museum
residue on
with
it?
his dick, actually. Yeah, I looked that
No,
up.
I believe that, but like it's the thing. I saw a guy say dick. He definitely fucked a queen. It's like, huh?
every time a guy's dick gets cut off, it has to be because he fucked the queen, obviously.
Or he's a Napoleon.
That's fair.
It has a royal chastity belt just stuck to it.
It wasn't cut off. He literally was just trying to have sex with her, but it got caught on the chastity belt. Oh god.
She already had kids.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So, Bob doesn't have a knife, and no one has scissors or a knife.
I mean, you would have probably been able to like carve out a knife in the woods.
Probably a pocket knife, since Bob is a hunter and a fisherman.
Yeah. The only problem being that once your clothes rotted away, you would have had to carry it in between your butt cheeks, but
or in his hand.
Yeah, like
like Lucas.
Why everything involves things in the ass with you?
Also, just weird behind his ear, but okay, butt cheeks.
I feel like I have a revelation now, but yeah, continue. I need to do some meditation.
His glutes are magnificent.
Although, actually, speaking of having to do meditation, though, I probably should. Elodie would just say that yeah, good luck with helping Bob learn to eat or whatever we're doing now, because I need to go and start working on messing around with ley lines to try and get the hell out of this place.
As you say that, the witch looks at you and says, I would not recommend that, dear. You don't want to get on my bad side.
Well, I don't really see that we have a whole lot of choice, because we're stuck here. If you want to just let us out, then of course I'll not need to mess around with any ley lines. That would be preferable, in fact. But, yeah, otherwise we do need to do something.
The fact that you are here is not a punishment, it is your choice. But you try to intrude with how this place functions, you might be deserving of a punishment.
So if we were to threaten to kill the Pandala and then kill it, you would come fight us and you could like beat it out of each other.
I don't understand why you are trying to mess with Pandala, though.
Oh, okay, look, we're you said it's our choice to be here. That's nice. We've chosen we would like to leave though, so could you please show us the way out?
You were not given a choice in that regard. You were given a choice whether you want to enter. And you were given a choice of a wish.
and you never wish to leave, and you don't have that choice anymore.
So now we are choosing to look for other ways out. A back door, if you will.
And I'm saying that you
backdoor. Hearing backdoor, Bob gets mouth tingling in his dick. Something he did not feel for 10,000 years.
Just the use of the word backdoor.
Yeah, he thinks about his wife. And all the hookers in NES that would suck him dry for a driving license.
Who's notoriously desperate for driving licenses.
Oh god.
We can leave that unanswered in the in the lore, in the canon.
All those Manelas who were desperate to learn to drive. Oh, I guess Isai started a trend.
Yeah, the witch will look at you again with her still smiling face, but you can see her eyes are not smiling as she says, "You have a choice to try and leave, but trying to mess with the rules of this place can deserve of a punishment. Breaking the rules is punished."
Is there a rule book?
No.
How would we know the rules then?
Not knowing the rules does not something about responsibility.
Yeah, but you need to be able to know them for that to hold true.
Yeah, do you count
is
as a
that written?
nation? Where do the rules come from?
Oh, I make them. Well, it's got half me, half the natural magic.
Then tell us
Well,
the
what's
rules.
the net?
Okay, first rule, you can't mess with this space.
Define
Well, if
mess.
you're only half of the people deciding, if you would like to speak to the other half, if I would like to speak to the natural magics.
Yeah, we are.
I would like to speak to the manager.
Are you sure this is not California and we are occupying the house so we have the same rights as the owner of the house?
While this conversation is going on, I want to grab 2 ley lines and tie them in a bow.
In a bowl, so you have to reattach them from wherever they were, both sides?
Wait a minute.
You
Like,
can do a bow, right?
I just grab the ley lines and then just tie them in a neat little bow. Right.
But the other end is still wherever they came from?
I don't know, probably.
Oh, I understood ball. Like football,
yeah.
so I was confused.
Yeah, I kind of thought that might be what you were thinking I was saying, so I thought I should get an image.
Do I notice something distinctive in the witch's appearance?
Her nice breasts. Look in the garden.
Yeah, actually, yeah, Bob, you can give me insight or wisdom, whichever you prefer. Different answers might come up on from that. Just to mark you, by the way, we can hear background noise, so if you may mute while not speaking,
sorry.
that would be perfect. Yeah, no worries.
Wisdom or knowledge, you said? Or
wisdom or insight?
Wisdom?
Wisdom or insight?
Oh,
whichever
wisdom
you
it is.
prefer. Yep.
Nice.
Okay, so taking the events as they happened. So, Elodie, first you try tying a bow. I still need the wisdom for that, if you don't mind.
Yeah. Let's go. 12.
Wait, I changed us to a crit success.
Okay, Elodie, what are you trying to do?
I'm just trying to. Well, I was just trying to see how she would react. To be perfectly honest,
that's perfect. That's perfect.
Okay.
So, yeah, no, that's perfect fine. So, as you tie some ley lines into the bow, you notice the walls of this space like flicker for a second at least. Like an opening almost flickers and appears. Bob, at the same time as you're looking at the switch, finishing up her jar of meat with some pickles sprinkled in, you notice and realize something. As she doesn't move, but there is almost an aura of her. Similar to how you had your skeleton form when you were speaking to the goddess, I forget her name, but Gabrielle.
The one I shot in the kit?
Yeah. But when you were in her church and you had a moment of speaking to her when she was casting her miracle or snorting the diamonds, you had your ethereal divine form. You notice she, like a divine ethereal arm, raises out from her body towards Elodie and casts a miracle. Which is
Lucas?
inherently not magic, so Elodie cannot see it, but you can recognize it. It's not something like you understand with your eyes, visually you can't really see it, but it's almost like a sense. Go ahead, what you want to say?
See your DMs, I did not ask about that. I asked something completely different that I did not want to reveal to everyone.
Yeah,
but
no.
Thank you for the divinity.
No, yeah. So no. To answer your question, it doesn't seem like there's anything about her that would be lower. She's higher tier life form in your eyes. You're not sure if she is like a god figure or if she's like a divine nature essence yet. But she's definitely not just a living mortal body. It is just a form she takes to represent herself, as she is way more integrated within the nature itself. And as you just witnessed, she can cast divine miracles. As Elodie, you tie the ley lines and the sidewall flickers for a second, you notice your hands start to become grass, like slowly being taken over, the rock and metal slowly turning itself into grass.
Okay, and as well, actually, I don't see the metal changing. I only see the rock because I am just a giant golem at this point. But,
I mean, your sensors would be able to immediately reflect that, oh shit, we are losing control of the hand. Although you're still able to move the grass hand, your sensors are saying there is no control there.
Okay, cool. But at the same time, so I can't see her miracle directly, but does it impact on the ley lines at all? Because I know that I was gonna say that Bob did not have ley lines around him now that he's divine. So
no, this is very no ley lines were affected.
Okay, they're exactly as they were. They're not pushed away or anything.
No.
Okay.
As far as you know, no. As far as you can tell, Elodie, the fact that you messed with it almost looks like from your POV that the fact that you messed with the ley lines turned your hands into grass because no other magic happened. And you know this isn't a physical phenomenon that happens.
Yeah, but I did also notice the place flickering, right? Was that
it is while you have the bow, there is an opening in the walls flickering.
An opening?
However, you're the grass is expanding within your arms.
Okay. Huh. But what exactly is flickering then?
Remember the... One second, let me fetch the roller. Remember how I said there's like invisible walls for others that are flickering around?
Right.
Those are flickering.
Okay.
At least like a specific place, a specific part of the wall is flickering next to you.
Next to me. Okay.
I mean, yeah, attached. It's kind of, you can see it's kind of attached to these ley lines you turned into a ribbon, and it almost seems like you're short circuiting something.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. In that case, I would just say.
Okay, everyone. Looks like there's a way out, but we do need to kind of move quickly because touching these things seems to be turning me into grass. If you could all just please move through here.
And I'll gesture with my head towards where the hole is.
The grass is basically up to your elbows now.
Yeah, I might need to amputate my arms if we keep waiting around, so if you could please hurry him.
Okay.
All right.
I will continue eating the jar of food.
Someone drag Bob away.
While moving, I will eat and move.
Yeah, I will send my drone to assist him so he can move while eating.
Okay, that's perfect. Okay, that's perfect.
So Connie just shouts after herself, "Butcher!"
Yeah, Butcher was in the other jar. He was actually in the storage unit, managed to sneak in, and has been eating ice, so he kind of runs out. Well, not eating, like opening up jars of ice. So he runs out. I will ask for, just to evaluate how fast everyone can get through this, I will ask everyone to roll athleticism.
I can boost
Bob,
myself
you have advantage
if needed. So.
Okay, so City, you have advantage as well.
Nice. I will just remind you, Lucas, that I have disadvantage because I am giant at the moment.
That is entirely fair.
So that is a 14, which is not as bad as it could have been.
Yeah, and Bobby, you have advantage because you rolled with advantage.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it's the drone tries to pick up Bob, but it's like he's holding on to his jar, although there's almost like liquid only left with small pieces of meat. He's still very much into it, but he tries to move. Body's still quite weirdly unresponsive, as he has meditated also for thousands of years, so he wasn't doing a lot of exercise. But yeah, the drone tries to keep him steady a bit. Elodie, you're
for the record, just for the record though, because Bob did roll lower than me, I just want to say that I will wait until everyone else is out before I leave, because I don't want to risk breaking my connection and then locking someone else inside. Because I'm imagining that I'm still holding onto the bow thing at this point, because I don't know what will happen if I let go of it.
Yeah, no, that I was gonna ask you that, but yeah, that's perfectly fine. So everybody goes, you let go of the bow, and the ley lines tense up as these trying to entangle themselves, but you have a few moments as you rush in, and as you run out, you kind of hear the witch's words in your own head. And you chose, out of everything, when you could have been a berry, you chose to be a bitch. And as you get out, there's like a sudden shockwave that you and Bob can sense. As you find yourselves in the middle of the forest, and you hear not too far the river, whooshing, not whooshing. What's the word for? What's the sound river makes?
Oh, whoosh. Oh no.
Not whoosh,
what?
right?
No,
What
it would
is
be,
it?
I guess sometimes they're described as like burbling or gurgling or something.
Yeah. But yeah, you can hear the river running by, not too far from you. As you find yourselves just in a plain old forest. And Elodie, your hands up to your shoulders are completely grass.
Neat. This is
They're
gonna take
still
some
moving.
interest.
They're still moving. They're like live vines, but there's no sensors in them, although you can kind of sense somehow through them still. Like your body doesn't recognize them, but your mind does, which is a weird disconnection for you.
Yeah.
I will say,
guess, yeah.
You have gained weakness to fire damage.
Oh,
cool. Okay.
Oh, because you're
only in my
grass.
arms or in my whole body?
does he do extra
mean, yeah.
damage to water vampires though?
Once she learns grass attacks, because it's not enough being the type, you also have to know attacks, right?
Yeah. Question though, right? If I get hit with a bunch of fire damage and specifically choose to block it with my arms, resulting in my arms getting burnt away, do I lose the vulnerability to fire damage afterwards? Or does my metal body also feel vulnerable to fire?
The fact would be that like your arms would be on fire and would be hurting your body while they're on fire. If you decide to cut off your arms, like in a scenario, then yeah, we can agree that you lose the vulnerability while you don't have any arms.
Nice. Okay. Very, very important distinction to make in case I decide to tactically disarm myself.
Quite literally.
Yep.
So, Elodie, technically, when you shake hands with somebody, he's touching grass.
Yes.
You will be internet famous.
Oh,
yeah. So, you find yourselves actually at very early morning. Like the first rays of the sun are just now starting to pierce the eastern sky. And you know you went in when the sun was already when the sun had already pierced the sky, right?
Yeah.
So you're somewhere in this forest, you hear a riverbed flowing not too far away. What are you guys doing?
Wait, so how much time passed? I didn't catch that.
Potentially it seems almost to have been 24 hours.
Yeah. It
So I
was
can
like the
call
sun was
people.
already up when we went in before. Now it's almost sunrise.
We should hurry to get to the noble.
Yeah, we should, yeah.
Yeah, most certainly, although we're no longer vampires. At least I'm not.
Yeah. I mean, you weren't hurt by the sun anyway, even when you were. Oh, you mean about getting into his house, yeah.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Now I can be a
you can break
burglar.
it in. Or...
You can rob people. Nice.
Oh,
Oh,
Definitely-
the world
definitely
is
worth-
full of possibilities. Only if I was black.
Ha. You need to eat and breathe again, but hey, you can commit more crimes, so that's an upside.
Yeah, and technically, since I'm no longer Jewish, I'm not going to kidnap kids and sacrifice them for Satan. So, shame I cured my Judaism as well as vampirism.
I don't remember that being in the description, but sure.
Well, he's a demigod, right? Therefore, he has his own religion. Therefore, he can't be Jewish.
Well,
no, the argument was his foreskin
Jesus
grew
was
back,
Jewish.
so it's.
Lucas, scroll into the document I sent you at the bottom. The New Testament of Bob.
Yeah, no, I vaguely remember that.
Yeah.
You know,
Fair enough.
Jesus
Jews
was
don't
the
believe
first.
in the New Testament, so.
Jesus was the first Christian, but he was also Jewish. So.
Well, until he designed the New Testament, then he stopped being Jewish. Therefore, that it tracks with Bob.
Yeah, it's like you're saying the chicken and the egg are the same thing. No, Jesus was the chicken, Jews were the egg.
Wait, wouldn't that mean Jesus gave birth to Jews?
I mean, he is the Trinity.
All right. So, sure.
Bob looks at Mark and says, "So now you chose to be too greatly marginalized group living in a capitalist society, exploiting every benefit of a capitalism and pretending like you have the moral high ground, and also being black so you can rob people legally, at least in 10 dozens of systems."
I mean, I didn't choose any of this. I'm just here now.
Shame, I missed the original Darky.
Well, too bad. I mean, he might come back, but you know.
What do you mean original dark? We established his real body wasn't dark. Connie is just as dark as he was. Just blackface.
Yeah.
Connie is even more black than Marky was because this is Connie's now body, right? Connie has no other body. Marky had.
Oh, true.
100% of the bodies that Connie owns have a black face, whereas it was only 50% for Mark.
Yeah.
Plus, technically, since she's the original body, right? She's the original owner of the or Marky was
something like that, yeah.
Marky was the original owner, but then Connie took over the ownership.
Oh, okay. So Marky chose to be a white Negroid, and Connie just happens to be inherited a mansion in Brooklyn. Okay. That clarifies a lot of things.
Yes.
A mansion in Brooklyn. Okay.
Yeah, this
here's something sus.
Well, crack home sounds better. I want to sound fancy for your audience, Carlos.
These are legit functions.
These are levels of racism I was not even aware of.
Oh,
right.
You're welcome.
This is. I just want to clarify. This is not a push for this to be to go further, but yeah. Could everyone give me an insight real quick? CT.
Not advantage, but it's the same.
It is. It's a. Just real quick, CT8. Do you have supersonic on?
Not at the moment.
Okay, understood. So yeah. Okay, LED we have 19. Yeah, so you find yourselves kind of still in this forest, very similar to the place where you got attacked by the witch at the first place, although you don't see any signs of her. Elodie, although the skies have darkened, at the far horizon, although it is covered by clouds, you can see some magic being cast within the sky.
In what direction of the horizon?
From the current point of view of yours, it would be westward.
Oh, we assume somewhere over the ocean.
You were traveling by the river, and you never reached the capital.
Yeah, but westward horizon, I would assume it's in the ocean, because past the ocean would be outside of our view, right? So it should be
I mean
here somewhere.
that's east. That's east.
Wait. Oh, west is. Oh.
Is it the magic stuff that's to the west or something else?
The magic stuff in the sky, hidden
All right,
by
just
the clouds.
all of the sky. Okay.
Yeah,
What was
it's
it that-
hidden. It's obstructed. The vision directly is obstructed by the clouds, but you can see magic being cast within the sky.
Right. And what was it that CTA saw in the west?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. I thought you said
It was
something about the west.
No. That is the thing westward.
Okay, the magic is to the west.
Yes.
Lightning
Okay.
stuff.
Right. Got it.
You can't see if it's directly lined. Not see.
Is it blinking colors? What do you mean? Like what does it look like if it's obscured? Do we see like forms and shadows, or just light?
You just see like a big formation of clouds, but it doesn't look unnatural.
With my 18.
You're not your 18. You don't. You rolled the advantage for no reason. You had it.
Yeah, but the first roll was the 18.
Oh, you're right.
True.
You're right. Yeah. So what you, Carlos, would see is that there is a large formation of clouds in the west direction, which is a bit weird because you know that the capital is supposed to be west. But you also know that the clouds don't gather around cities anymore unless it's a natural formation. But it looks a bit weird that there's a cloud formation west. You both would know kind of that with it being quite near an ocean in kind of a warm region, the winds would be going from the ocean towards the mainland, which meaning the clouds should have been carried from the east. However, the only clouds you have seen were the ones that where a huge ship was flying in. That was after you.
My good child, my beautiful son, my baby. Yes, mama. Go investigate. And I'm your dad, by the way. Fly! I send out my drone. In a couple hours, it should be back.
You better make sure that he comes back. This one is one of the cutest you have.
Yeah. Hey, but stay alive! Don't get seen, hurt, or whatever. I need you. I love you, my child. Yes, mama. I'm still your dad. But go.
Yeah, so with a hurting heart, but knowing that you need to let it sprout its own wings, you let your drone fly off to investigate. Give me a stealth for him.
As it glistens in the light. -3. 14. That's pretty good.
Yeah. No, that's great.
-3. Oh.
Okay, so as it leaves your range to fly towards the clouds, you have no direct communication line with him, but you have a strong belief that he will come back. I mean, you obviously presented it in a way where he shouldn't put himself in danger, and he's trying to be stealthy just to investigate. But while he's gone, what are you guys doing?
Good question.
I guess I would suggest that we keep going in the direction we were going. We were following the river, weren't we? Because we were like on a boat.
Yeah, we are on your speedboat.
We are all...
In fact, I could just take the boat out, couldn't I? We could just use the boat again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, the jungle where the witch fucked everything up. Like the river is open again. We can just travel it. It's not like full of vines and shit.
You hear the river at least, so you can assumingly travel towards it and then travel by it. It does seem to be quite similar to the place where she took you out of it. So, having finally left her pocket dimension or whatever it was, it seems you're just back at the place where you left.
Yeah, but even before we entered the pocket dimension, she entangled us in vines and stuff, right?
And then the river was all dried out, so probably her magic is gone if we can hear
So
the
it's just
sound of it.
normal river, travelable.
Hopefully.
Okay. That's good. And we are all full HP at the moment. Just Bob is needing a succulent meal, but besides that, we are all fine.
Well, I could do with a bit of rest because I do need to catch up on temp HP. But yeah, other than that, yeah.
Oh, nice.
I am 11 temp HP beneath my maximum.
Yeah, I believe we don't have cows around us in this forest.
It's a jungle.
Wild.
I can switch on my motion detection and we can hunt quickly something, right? Jungle is full of life.
Well, technically, I need a cow because cow can produce milk, butter, and I need the meat plus something from the cow to make myself liquid gold.
Every
liquid
pregnant
gold,
mammal
put
can
in the
produce
forever
milk.
full bottle.
I don't know if we can find a cow in the jungle.
Probably not. I wouldn't have thought so.
Unless it's one of Lucas's extra cow / something animals.
Oh yeah, is there like a cow pig in the jungle? It's both and
I
porn.
mean, you can try.
Elephant.
You can try search.
Bob is a hunter still, right? So he has the ability to locate.
Yeah, I switch
prey,
on my
right?
motion detection in to sense anything big in 3 kilometer radius. That's moving.
Give me an insight.
I'm looking for the particular cow footings around everywhere we go.
Yep.
Okay.
Bob, you can't notice anything immediate. If you want to investigate deeper, that will take time. CT definitely can hear like forest animals starting to wake up after their night sleeps. Like some are migrating and moving. You can't exactly tell which one's a cow, but there are some definitely bigger ones, maybe bears, pandas, not the size of giraffes, but stuff like wolfions might also be a possibility.
Do I sense tits jiggling in the jungle that might produce milk?
Wild cows don't have as huge tits as domesticated ones do. I just want to clarify, kind of.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
As far as I know, there are no wild cows. But
I mean, not
well,
anymore.
yeah, but like bison and buffalo and such like were the equivalent.
Toros. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be right back, but I can hear you.
Actually, one of those is still around. Bison still exist, don't they? It's buffaloes that went extinct. So yeah, bison are wild cows.
Let's see if
but if a wild cow is currently having a baby, it should produce enough milk to satisfy Bob at least,
it
right?
would, but probably, yeah.
The buffalo is not extinct.
Is it not? All right, okay.
It's not extinct anymore. Yeah, they brought it back.
Yeah. American bison as well is near threatened, so it's growing. We can start hunting them again.
But this is a backwater country. It's still probably not in a stage where it's reintroducing some animals. These should be actually wild animals here, right?
Yeah, but since Bob is a poacher and hunter, he would be able to know if this biome is suitable for those type of animals. So I know if I should waste time on it or just ignore the big animals and try to find some food.
Yeah, but
since I now have to eat, for fuck's sake.
And
I did not plan that.
Speaking of Bob, now that Lucas is away, did
And
any of
he can
us
hear us.
notice anything different on your behavior? Like, did you in character change somehow besides being malnourished,
Yeah.
or?
Yeah. Uber racist. he transcended his racism into Ubermensch, meditating for 10,000 of years.
So he
And
uses stats all
being
the time
starved,
now.
he blamed the Jews and the Negroids for taking away his food. And other minorities for taking away his job at the DMV because he realizes maybe if I don't show up to work for 2 months, they're going to fire me.
Which is hilarious in the context of space opera, right? Where like races don't matter; it's just Bob.
DMV was replaced by an Indian call center. No.
By a Granburian call center.
Oh yeah, you're currently many in the queue.
Yeah, you just call in the DMV. I would like to register 2 cars. How many?
You have to know how to speak to them. You have to say, I would like to register 1 car, then I would like to register 1 car.
Oh, that's too many, sir. Oh my god. Yeah. So I mean, trying to out for any wild animals that might have recently had children. It's definitely a possibility, but it's like it would be taking some time to like track down. Like it's a whole process in itself. It is fine if you decide to go that route, but just I want to like.
What do you mean? I can just sense a big animal and a small animal past walking next to it, right?
No.
Okay.
You can't sense animals. You can't sense movement.
Yeah. If a big animal and a small animal are moving, it's either a hippo and a bird or a mom and a son.
I want to remind you that your sonar doesn't work around corners.
Oh.
This is an open jungle. There are no corners.
What do you mean an open jungle?
Oh.
This jungle is without trees. It's an open jungle.
Yeah, it's a big room with pillars in it. What's the problem? I can scan all of it.
Oh my god.
How densely packed are the trees?
Yeah, but they're not moving, so they're not this. Whatever. Okay.
Huh.
Hey, but we still have time till my trusted drone comes back, so we are chilling.
Yeah, no, we're walking towards the river. I
Yeah.
gather that was my intention anyway.
That's what I'm asking because it's like a bit of a searching for.
Yeah. If thinking
for a
about
milk
it,
farm is a different journey than going towards the river. And
the most efficient way would be to move in the direction we are moving on anyway, to walk to the river, start swimming on the river, and we are next to water, so my sonar should at some point detect something near us that would satisfy Bob.
I mean, even in the river itself, there were fishes. But if you're
but they have no milk.
Yeah, I need milk and butter and a cow. So technically, if I cannot produce that, I will satisfy myself with chicken soup. That's. Are there any birds that are edible? Something like hen or something like that. Maybe a cock. A forest cock. A jungle cock would be nice.
Aren't you sick of cock from 10,000 years of milkshakes?
Oh
God. I mean, just going on your hunter instinct, it wouldn't be too hard to like shoot down some birds while you're traveling by boat or something. But that's what I'm trying to understand. If you
searching for any food source, which would be too difficult with your hunter capabilities, or if you're searching
any
for
food source.
yeah. So
Since there is no cows, I assume since Bob is a hunter, he knows that cows are not typically met in the jungle, and this is not their biome.
Well, since he's a hunter, how would you ever figure that out without being a hunter?
Also, chicken. This wouldn't be a biome for chicken.
Well, technically, parrots are chicken. They're the jungle hens.
Oh.
Okay, are you? Wait, no, honest. Wait, are you pulling shit out of your ass, or is that an actual fact?
No, it's not a fact.
Okay,
not a fact.
but they're edible.
I went into a very deep space in my mind where I'm like, oh my god, parrots.
No,
are
if you were,
I don't believe there are any birds who daily produce eggs besides chickens.
No.
I mean, but that's domesticated.
Yeah. If you were looking for like a close equivalent to chicken, it would probably be like you do get wild turkeys and such, but no, they don't. Right. They don't lay eggs in the same.
I mean, even domesticated turkeys don't lay eggs that often. So
yeah,
that's okay.
Parrots are edible, so technically,
well, yeah, most
they're the jungle hens.
Yeah, no. Like it would be even on your way to the river, which would be like a 7 or 8 minute journey. With your instincts, it's a bit difficult for you. And I'm rolling off this 16 insight you had. It's a bit difficult for you because suddenly you're out here hunting once again. It's both exciting and kind of detrimental because you're back here hunting once again on your pure natural human-like instincts. You're a demigod, sure, you're a bit sharper than you were as a human now, but it's nothing as your vampiric senses were, where you could smell prey. It's both having to rely back on your skill set and knowledge, and with your perfect memory now enhancing those attributes, much better of like, okay, I just saw like poop drops 100 meters back. Okay, those were like 2 centimeters long, so this rabbit should be about this and this size. Much easier. Makes it easier, but you have to kind of rely back on the skill you gained rather than your natural skills as a predator. So it takes a few moments, but you manage to shoot down a rabbit as you kind of instinctively at first maybe go for a bite in the neck, some blood, and then you're like, oh, wait, this is raw.
Yeah, you can't drink raw blood. I completely forgot.
Which might not be a showstopper for you, but still, after the first few bites, you would probably kind of realize.
No. I'm not
definitely not healthy.
Yeah, I'm not eating tapeworms and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm skinning the rabbit. LD, how much time do you need? Since you said you needed some time to regain 10 HP.
Well, I mean, I guess it would be like an hour to heal. Or alternatively, I could spend an hour to learn a new spell because I have a spell scroll. But yeah,
it's better to heal, I guess. We can spend 2 hours. It's no rush. I can cook my rabbit stew and put it in the forever full bottle. Some of it.
Wouldn't you really need to make it rabbit soup though? Because stew's not entirely liquid. It's only partly liquid.
It's partly liquid, but I will chop the rabbit on. I will cook it for 2 hours, so the meat will be extra, and it will be like small bite size.
Yeah, but the problem is that the forever full bottle does not reproduce bites. It only reproduces the liquid.
Yeah. You really need like a liquidizer or something to make it a thick liquid instead of a liquid with bits of meat in it.
Well, I will break the bones of the rabbit as I cook it, so the bone marrow seeps into the broth, and I have really enriched, really rich broth that is going to be my food source if there is no other food source.
Yep, that's perfect fine. So, what I'm understanding, Bob's proposal is to like camp out. Or is everyone fine with that? Yeah, so as the sun slowly pierces the horizon, raising itself above the tree line where you can finally see it, you make your little camp next to the riverbed. As the river is flushing by, Bob is stewing up his rabbit. As you notice on the other side of the river, there are a couple of wolfions watching you intently, but they don't seem to be doing anything intimidating. They're just more like, it seems they're waiting to see if there's gonna be any food left after.
From one rabbit.
I mean, the smell, for all they know, it like smells good, right? So they wouldn't know the exact amount. Elodie, what are you doing?
Well, Bob did suggest healing first, so I'll do that first, and then if I've got extra time, I can start studying the spell. But
very well.
So, but when I say healing, what I mean is repairing a vehicle, because I can do that
Okay,
and still count as rest.
Yeah, sure. So feel free to roll for your heals.
Awesome.
CTA Connie, what will you be doing while the camp goes on?
That is a good question. Doesn't really have much to do.
Oh, I know what I wanted to do. I wanted to contact Goblin Wife to stock up on potions.
Oh yeah. It's a new day now.
Yeah, we have a lot of time, a lot of gold. So if you talk to us, Ilya, we didn't hear.
Nah, I have a lot of gold. You have a lot of gold. Call her.
I have a lot of gold. Well, I don't actually, but I can make gold by literally just touching normal metal. So
yeah, but and also there are like 5,800 gold left on the train. So
actually, that's a good point. It's too late now. It doesn't matter anyway. Because like you say, we've got shitloads. But really, because I was at max mana there, it would have been efficient for me to spend like 10 mana or something. I mean, I could have spent 22, but obviously I didn't know ahead of time how much I was going to roll. But I could have spent mana making gold and then rested. But it doesn't really matter because we've got loads of gold.
Marky, stop talking.
It's Connie playing with her voice box now. You know,
it's schizophrenia kicking in.
No, it's just Butcher shouting random shit.
Yeah, when you mumble so much,
it's very muffled because Connie just buried him in the ground to get him to shut up, but we could still hear it.
Yeah, last time I thought Ilya was talking for some reason.
No,
if it's muffled enough. Okay, I lost
Slavic like Slavic. I gotcha.
I lost the plot, but yeah, I have the earpieces. I wanna put some put some orders in.
Also, I should just mention, when I said earlier that I'm repairing a vehicle, what I meant is a warship. So this might look a bit strange in the middle of a forest when there's suddenly a warship.
Wait,
and
is
then I
it
spent
even
an hour
small enough for the river?
I mean, the river is quite walled.
quite wide. It's like 8 meters wide. So
That's nothing.
But this was not for the river.
8 meters?
Now that I said it, I like in my head. Oh my
It
god,
doesn't
that's
need
a
to be
lot.
fully in the water. It's dry dock. Come
No.
on. I just need
Yeah,
an
it's
open
dry dock.
space.
You never
yeah.
repair a ship in the water. You pull
Don't
it
say
out
that.
and...
I've done that already multiple times.
Yeah, but
Yes.
but you're special.
Yeah, I'm special.
You can repair it in the water and out the water.
Yeah.
Normally, you don't repair a warship in 1 hour unless you're in China.
True. And you normally don't get the parts for repairing a warship by disassembling a tricycle.
Yeah, so technically, you can repair it on land if Lucas allows it.
Yeah,
probably.
there's no problem. Like,
Nice.
just you have this little cam and then a huge warship on its side
Yeah.
next to it.
So I now have 4 working warships plus the gold-plated one, and then I have 4 wrecked warships, and then I have 3 tricycles. So I still have hours of repair work to go, but that can wait for later.
It would be a shame if we will never have a use for them, but let's see.
Because I'm the only one that can drive them, so there's no real actual need for them. Unless, like, there's this really weird chase sequence in which our ships keep getting hit by cannons and sinking, and then it's like, okay, time to jettison that one, get the new ship. Like some kind of weird relay race thing. Or like what they used to do with horses, where there was like a messenger who would be on one horse until the horse was completely exhausted, then replace it with a new horse.
No, I just see them as ammunition for you to drop them on people.
Pretty much.
It's our naval ammunition.
Yeah. Other
naval
people with a navy are just like, okay, fire a cannonball out of the cannon. We're like, okay, fire a loadie out of the cannon, then she summons a warship and it falls. Or
Yeah, or all-terrain navy.
Yes.
Well, if you find a way to store living beings inside of your pocket dimension that are alive and well with a soul and everything, we can store a crew in one of those ships. We can fire you from a cannon. You can summon the ship and the crew can start shooting from the cannons on the warship.
Nice.
So it would be one cannon LOD to rule them all.
Okay. Okay. So, CTA, you said you will call the lady.
Goblin.
Yeah, the problem is, like, should I even talk about the problem? Yeah, I will just call the lady. Nah, the problem is I have scrolls to buy stuff, and I don't know the limitation of it. Where is it in my?
Give me scrolls to buy stuff.
There was, what was it again? Well, no, I have the earmouth stone. Okay, I can call her, and afterwards we will figure out how much I can actually buy.
Yeah. For a second, as you hear it like ringing, and ringing is just the mouthpiece going up, which is its like baiting noise.
No, it should be blah 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 blah.
And we're copyright free. So if for a second you think, maybe she's like in her time zone, it's quite too early, but not like you would probably care. However, all right, that's right. Yeah, they were in the goblin shop, of course. That's how he got his stuff delivered.
Huh.
As you hear a grumpy voice answer. Yes, I'm listening.
Hello, have you ever heard of your Lord and Savior, Bob? Hi, I'm just kidding. What's up? It's me.
normally people introduce themselves after saying it's me. Like, it's me, Juradale, it's me, Alex, it's me, Gorgirgin.
It's me, your favorite me. The guy you missed and wished to talk to as soon as possible, but it's been like a week, and yeah.
Listen, buddy, you have like about 3 seconds before I pull the plug.
I'm the beep beep beep. No. I'm the guy. We had business with your ex-husband and with you on proxy and stuff. Do you remember
What?
CTA?
Oh, wait, you're that guy who ordered a bunch of potions.
Yeah, and I'm here for more. I mean, I wanted to catch up. How it's been?
1 second. You kind of sense like through the air you still hear noise, but it's like muffled, so you understand. She put her hand on the mouth and she shouts something like, "Hey, Juliet! It's that guy! It's the cash bag! Come on, grab the board quick!" Yes, honey, what were you saying?
What did you say? Grab the what?
Grab the board, basically.
Board?
Yeah, board. Like, you can assume it's like they either want to write something down or checking inventory or something along those lines.
Okay.
Yes, honey, I'm listening. How has been your day?
My day has been eventful. Well, it depends on what time a day would be. For us, it was more than 24 hours. But it's a long story. We met a hag and she was quite bitchy and stuff. But I'm here for business. So, I have 3 teleportation scrolls. How many tons per teleportation scroll can you teleport?
If you check back on the back version, on the back of the scroll at the top right corner, you'll see an ID number, and the fourth and fifth digit is its version. Is the version between 20 and 30?
I look at my scrolls.
The fourth and fifth number is 56.
On all 3 of them?
Yes. They seem to be sequential in a sense. Have similar numbers, just +1.
It's 56.
Oh, that's great. Honestly, great. Well, depends on the pricing, but technically, let me make the math. Well, what are you looking at? I mean, we can't measure in tons. It's the bandwidth isn't about the weight. The bandwidth is about the magical capacity we can carry it over of. But what are you looking at?
Right, magical capacity. Does that mean like the stronger the potion, the less you can carry, or what bullshit are you talking about?
Yes, basically, you could say that.
Come on, your negotiation tactics don't work on me. I know magic isn't real.
Right, but sure. But the potency takes up more bandwidth.
So you mean there are more nanobots per nanoliter?
I
want to roll insight on the answer. Just saying.
She just says yes. I believe so. It looks like you are more. I mean, it is quite obvious you have more knowledge in this field than I do, so I don't want to waste your time blammering my own nonsense.
Yes, I know a lot of
business.
warp technology and teleportation. Yes.
All right, so you would know that, for example, if I send you twice the strength potion than a normal one, it would only take about 1.5 bandwidth. So it means I can send you more stronger ones, but then if compared to the weaker ones, but it does mean that the limit is still there.
Why don't you just upgrade your data provider? But okay, let's think.
It's the receiver's problem, not the sender's.
How many full restore potions can you send with one scroll, for example?
Full restore, you're speaking both mana and HP? Sorry, she would say health, not HP.
No.
You're speaking both. Okay.
6 d6 plus 12 health. That's the full restore potion, I know.
He says using the actual.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to measure.
I mean, 6 cats plus. Wait, how much HP did a cat have? Less than 6. Fuck.
I mean, a cat has like a regular person has like 4, so a cat was probably like 1.
So are you looking for a full restore level potion of health, or both health and what you called it, nano prowess?
I look. We are in close proximity to each other. I look around.
Yeah.
You don't need that scam called mana, right? Guys?
I guess I could technically use it, but to be honest, I have so much of that fake stuff that I'm basically never gonna run out unless something messes with my equilibrium. So don't worry about me. Just get the health ones if they're cheaper.
Well, at least you know that you have enough of the fake stuff. I'm happy for that.
Yeah, it's fake. It's easy to reproduce because it's fake and it doesn't really mean anything. Like gold, I can just make as much of it as I want.
Hey,
what did she say?
Hey, that was wave disturbances. The wind blew and it sounded like gold, but Elodie was just talking about that old hack.
I was saying old. I could make old people. Do you want to buy an old person?
Yeah, the old hack we were dealing with has immense breasts. Let's
get back to business.
Yeah.
So
just the health potions. How many of those can you send with one scroll?
7.
Can you try 8?
We can do 7 full and 2 middle.
In one scroll?
I mean, what's your what did you say your number was? What's your version?
56, I believe.
Okay, so it's the 5th generation. So yeah, with the 6th generation, we can only do 7 full, and we might be able to do 2 middle, or
so middle or super. Middle as the name, or middle as in the healing capacity?
A middle level potion.
And how many middle level potions in one scroll?
God. 37.
Oh.
Yeah, I believe, because we use the potions mainly to bring people back to life. So, like, just the pure mass would be good.
Yeah.
Unless.
Also, I'm pretty sure that's actually more hit points as well. It's probably not as efficient gold-wise, but obviously that's not really a big deal at this point. But in terms of,
if it would be like 20 more. Super, that would be ideal. How many super?
One moment. 18.
Was there another level as well? Between middle and super, or did it just go straight?
It's middle to super.
Oh, okay.
It's 1d6 difference.
Yeah, I feel like the middle potions is probably going to be better value, to be honest.
Yeah. I will take the 36. How much? And remember, we know each other. We go way back.
No, that's fine. That's lovely. You worked with my wonderful ex-husband. That's now having navigation, and
we know both. He's an asshole, and we are on your side. Okay.
yeah, it would be wonderful if he wasn't on vacation and constantly sending me photos. Anyway, when do you need it delivered?
His new young chick is ugly.
He has a chick?
I mean, yes, he's a farmer now. He takes care of chickens.
I thought he decided to become a farmer on his vacation.
I mean,
that man is mess in the head. My mother was right.
Yes.
Anyway, we just ran the numbers. If you're looking at that capacity, for 11 gold per middle potion, we can have it delivered in 8 days. If you need it a bit faster, for a bit of a more ring up, we might get it delivered faster.
Okay, 1,000 gold that you give us now, okay? I don't want to wait 8 days for 396 gold, okay? 1,000 gold and you give us now.
You kind of once again hear like a muffled.
Check the warehouse. Check the warehouse. 1 second, I'm gonna check with our accountant.
Yeah, no worries.
They're not there. Check the warehouse. I don't know. What do you mean? Stop the van! Stop the van! 1 second, I'm checking which of our other deliverables we can stop. So, based on our priority queue, it seems we have 22 middle potions available, and we might be able to fill in the rest of the capacity on full overdrive in about 1.5 days.
Okay. Now it gets technical because, like, how do these scrolls work? Can I just get 22 potions now and then the scroll just waits for the rest?
The scroll burns up.
Wait. Can you send a scroll with a scroll? Like, could she give us another scroll, or even more scrolls, ideally, along with the potions, in order to be repeat customers? Because CTA can assure her that we have the funds to be very good customers.
Yeah, she should be interested and have us long term, right? Long term.
If you asked her answer will be, well, the amount of scrolls we can distribute is assigned by the guild. But I mean, if you add something additional which we can add as an offer for them, we might be able to uppercut some of the middlemen. 1 second, let me double check. Sorry, you need at least a 7th version scroll, otherwise the 5th version scroll is only the 5th generation scroll would be only be able to send 1 scroll.
Can the 5th generation scroll send a 7th generation scroll?
Yeah, and with the 7 we would buy more.
Oh.
Sadly, doesn't seem so. If you're in any big cities, you can probably head towards the guild shop and buy a 7th generation scroll that we would link up to it. And
in the foreseeable future, we will sadly only see rubble in big cities, I assume.
Yeah, I mean, in theory, we could have got to that city in time if we hadn't taken a big detour and then met a hag and stuff, but yeah.
It was worth it. Bob got hungry, okay?
Yeah.
Oh. Wait, from 5th to 7th, there's a jump though. Can the 5th generation transport the 6th and the 6th the 7th?
We don't talk about the 6th generation, like it went wrong. A whole lot of wrong.
Now I'm curious. Do you have some?
Yeah. So we're the people who created the 6th one.
It just opens a parallel dimension doorway and then you get eaten by a tentacle monster. That's what the 6th generation scrolls do.
Anyway,
listen, do you have a use for that? Give us one. Okay.
You might not be able to fill in if you can't wait 1.5 days and you're not able to fill in. Since you're not able to fill in the middle portion, we can send you the 22 we have on stock right now, plus fill in the rest part with super or weak potions. So against the 22, we could add 4 super potions, or
wait, 4 super potions?
sorry,
No,
no,
this was about so
would be
22 super potions plus something else.
Yeah. Wait. So it was 18 super potions or 36 of these ones. So surely
yeah,
it'd be like
it's
6
it's
super
22
potions.
middle potions. Yeah.
That's my mistake. It would be 22 plus 6, it seems. Plus 6 super or plus 20 weak.
22 plus 6 sounds good to me.
Yeah, probably fine, yeah.
That's fine. We can fill in the order within about 2 hours.
Okay, that was 1,000 gold, right?
For 1,000 gold, yes.
Okay. 2 scrolls left.
Wonderful. How will you deliver?
Was that for
Don't
the first?
delivery scrolls do that?
Yeah, they do. Just see. Yeah. I don't know if you remember last time, but basically you place the money, and once they fill in the contract on their side, it transfers.
Cool.
That's fine. So just keep the money in the scroll, and we'll send our side of the contract. She will ask you for like a delivery scroll number, and on the scroll you can see words appear as she fills in the order. Basically, from your side, you need to place 1,000 gold on the scroll, and once they place the potions on their side, they will swap as the scroll.
The password is N-word 420-666. Satan, hail Satan. As I place.
I don't even know what the N-word is supposed to represent, but I feel like I shouldn't be too intrinsically caring about it.
Hey, we didn't make the scrolls.
That's fair.
No, we just hacked into them and then reset the password.
Oh yeah, that's the password we made. Oops.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I don't know if Elodie, you have it in your character sheet, but I subtracted from the gold I wrote down. It's in the train, so.
Let me just edit that. So.
I don't know how you wrote it down. I have it in like
train
different
gold.
numbers.
Yeah. So I have multiple things listed, but I've got rail beams at 0 kilograms at the moment. We need more of them. I've got 424 kilograms of metal on the gold ship, 720 of that is rank 2. I've got a 100 kilogram gold cannonball, and on the train there was 5,800 gold. There's now 4,800 gold.
Yeah, I had 14,000 from Pranashas and 5,800 from winnings left on train.
Okay,
What's the sum of
that
that?
the other gold, you have the other gold, but the winnings would be on the train. So I would take the train out and take 1,000 gold out of that and give it to you. You can hold on to your winnings, I guess. However you're stocking them.
Yeah,
or
but,
I can
but
put
I
them
have
onto the train.
I have the winnings left in train.
The winnings are also in the train.
Yeah.
And some of them
What was the sum of gold on the train? You said.
It was 5,800. That's what I had written down. Is that correct?
Yeah, but I also won 14,000 from Branishas. That should also be on the train.
Should it? Right, okay, so I'll add another 1,400 back on after taking off 1,000. So we're now up to 6,200.
Did you spend a lot of money like buying the goblin shop and stuff? I might be wrong.
Maybe that's where the 1,400 went then.
Did I spend all the 1,400?
I mean, you spent
14,000 by the way.
Yeah, you did buy an entire shop and all of its contents, which were magical.
I definitely remember you spending thousands there.
I don't know about thousands.
Okay, I'll just delete 14,000. It's fine.
Okay, yeah. So I had 5,800 written down.
Yeah. Make it 4,800. It should be enough to be plundered the next city.
Yeah.
And you also have 9,600 gold worth of LOD gold plates. Just saying.
Yeah. But also, wait a minute. Let me just check. What was the value of gold by kilogram again?
I mean, that's not.
I have 100 kilogram. Yeah. So approximately, in dollars, that would be $88,000 per kilogram of gold, and I have a 100 kilogram gold cannonball. So I would imagine that, like, that's pretty valuable.
Don't forget,
like
Energon's
each
inflation.
one gold. Yeah, each one gold, right, coin is not going to be a kilogram in weight, is it, Lucas? So a 100 gold cannonball is not worth 100 gold coins. It's worth considerably more.
I agree. Yeah, that makes sense.
We calculated at some point how many grams a gold coin was. I forgot how many it was.
Yeah.
It depends on the era.
But a lady will be like, is that all, or are there any other substances we might provide that would be of your interest?
Well, that was the first scroll, and because I'm a conscious consumer, I will wait till we get the stuff she promised before I order and place new gold coins on the thing.
Yep. That is fine. We'll tackle your order of first most priority.
Okay.
Janet! Get the champagne!
Okay, I already write it down in my inventory. Just saying. Okay. The second thing is I want to stock up on the potions. I assume all the potions I got from the goblin were made by her. So technically, the 22 different potions, she should be able to deliver again, right?
Okay, are you going into that discussion now, or are you waiting for your first delivery? That's why I'm a bit confused.
Well, I can discuss with her because Janet is clearly the one that's pushing the crates around. But before I pay, I want to receive the first batch.
Yeah. So if you just go into discussion, she says, "Well, if you get, I don't know what exact things my ex-husband was on. He did do some. He basically was a vendor on some of our items, but he also did a bunch of his own shit that I didn't really want to get into it. So it depends. If it is industry standard, we might be able to reproduce it, and we might even have something in stock. If it's not, it might be a bit more difficult. Like, are you looking for an instant soup potion, or are you looking for, I don't know, Lucky Charms dancing dolphin potion?
Both of those, yes. And I already forgot, but yeah, I definitely want both of those. So put them on the first batch. And potion of youth.
The second one doesn't exist.
But the instant soup potion does, so that's good. Bob will be very satisfied with that.
I hope
It's just soup.
Does it turn enemies into instant soup?
It's like a potion bottle. It's like a like one of those glass vials for potions, but it's just filled with soup.
No, it's not. It's not. You drink the potion and you instantly have soup.
How much?
Yeah, like a bowl of soup just appears in your hand after you drink the potion.
Is
Not
that
like a bowl, just like soup within your hands.
Is it
No,
like?
that's so useful. You have to
She didn't say it's
bowl
useful.
yourself. Oh god.
Is it like worth two copper coins?
If you lay on your back, right, and then pour the potion into your mouth, but the soup appear and pour into your mouth.
Who knows?
Because if you had your hands over your mouth when you drank the potion, and then the soup appears in your hands, it would go in your mouth.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't stop the effect. It just was instant soup, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I posted in Rule 20. I want restock on potion of youth, potion of plant speech, potion of death resistance, potion of fire breathing, and potion of jaguar.
What does the potion of youth actually do again?
It brings you back to your ideal, most potent age.
Basically, your prime, yeah. For a short period of time,
yeah.
I don't remember how I used it, but I used it, so it must have been useful.
Yeah. Ask her if there's a potion of permanent youth, because my original body could use that.
That sounds too good.
Yeah, probably.
So right now, within stock that we would be able to placate, we don't have a potion of youth, but we could make it in a short while. It is within our list of to be made, probably within today or tomorrow. We have 2 potions of plant speech, a potion of death resistance. We have 4 available. Doesn't
Of course, nobody buys that shit.
Potion of fire breathing, we have 2 available, and I'm not sure what is a potion of jaguar.
It's a cat.
I know what the cat part is.
Yeah,
I'm saying I don't. I don't think that's an industry potion.
No. It's a potion that turns you into a car.
What is a car?
It's a vehicle with 4 wheels. Well, whatever.
You mean a cart?
No.
That's
it's like
pronounced cart.
It's like a tricycle, but with 1 extra wheel.
It's still a cart. You forgot a T at the end.
A cart is with 2 wheels, woman.
Not a 4-wheeled cart.
How fast is the 4-wheel cart?
Depends on the horse.
Okay.
Depends how much horsepower you put into it.
Oh, okay. If you don't have the potion of jaguar, what other cats do you have potions of? What other that are turning into wild giant cats?
I mean, we have a potion of cat whiskers.
That sounds like trash. But explain the effects.
That's in the top 1% of Lucas lit items.
Yeah, but first, before you explain the effects, how many do we have in stock?
They're being restocked quite recently. We should have 2 within the next day.
Okay.
They're quite a popular item, so they don't normally stay on the shelves for long.
Unlike the death resist potion.
Okay, now I'm curious. Explain the effect.
Well, you gain the person who drinks it gets cat whiskers for the next hour, and there is a 10% chance to get a cat tail as well.
So it's like a fetish item for furries.
Sir, what clients use the potions for is not of our concern.
I mean, if you're a producer, you should know your clientele, right?
No, we sometimes choose not to. That's why, sir, I'm not asking you questions on why you need multiple health potions. What you do in your free time is up to your concern.
Okay, I'm sold. I get 2 of those. Okay.
Very well.
Adding those together, we have Potion of Youth that's not delivering yet, but Plant Speech 2.
As we said, we would be able to deliver with tomorrow, and which would be the same as restocking our cat whisker potions.
Okay. How many Potions of Youth could you deliver then?
I mean, if they're being brewed today, if we up the ante, we might get up to 3 or 2 or 3, depending on how good the batch is.
Yeah, you can say the failed ones were 2. I don't mind making my partners drink them.
Very well, sir.
Okay, so 3 Potions of Youth, 2 cat whiskers tomorrow. Okay, but the rest is just Potion of Plant Speech 2, Death Resistance 4, and Fire Breathing 2. That's a total of 8. I bet you can put more on the scroll, right?
We don't normally begin with these, but I believe it makes sense there would be some wiggle room there still, yes.
I'm a big fan of the Amazon random box, so stock up with random potions, please. For max capacity of the scroll.
Just to clarify, do you need us to know what a potion does?
Hell nah.
Janet, get a recycling bin. Very well, sir. We'll stock up as much as possible. And I'll just add an intermediary fee on top of that, since you're it's not necessarily items you would use or prototypes, so they would cost cheaper. So let's put it around 1,200 gold for the total delivery.
This sound is projecting me trying to pretend that I care about money. Okay, fine. So, yeah.
Janet, get the expensive champagne.
Yeah, drink Hubba Bubba. So.
But sorry.
Sorry, what?
Never mind. Please continue.
Yes, as I remind you, I'm low on budget, so don't exaggerate. Okay, that's 2 scrolls. I have only 1 left. Is there a way for you to send me new scrolls? Because I assume you want to drink more champagne than just once. For the Potion of Youth and the cat whiskers.
Sir, while I want to clarify, while I love the business opportunities you provide to us, I'm also worried about putting all our eggs into one basket. I still need to deliver to our usual clients. If you want, I don't mind having prolonged business with you, but rerouting all of our stock all the time is a very dangerous business opportunity.
We can just kill the people you're delivering usually. It doesn't matter. We can pay you, and whoever is dissatisfied, whoever leaves bad Yelp reviews, we just kill them, okay?
Why do you not just buy the guild?
How much?
I'm not the owner of the guild.
Yeah, how much the guild though?
Look, listen. I don't know how much for the guild, but I can ask through the chain of command, see what they say, and if this goes true, you give me 10% and the CEO position, and I make sure you have your potions delivered always within 2 days.
Where is the main building of the guild located? On what continent? What city?
Pomakia Rodop.
Pomakia, what?
Rodop was the city, the capital of Pomakia.
That's not far. After we dealt with CTA, we probably don't need that.
It's literally an ocean away. It is quite far.
I mean, it's a train throw away. Come on.
I mean,
Yeah.
you also have to remember that these people do technically have teleporters in their largest cities.
Oh,
That is
true.
a good point, yeah.
Okay.
You just never use them.
Because we keep getting into weird situations where we're like tossed across a river, an ocean, or we're invited into the king's airship or some garbage instead of just
absolutely.
a teleporter.
Okay. I got what I wanted, and I have my plan set. Okay, so yeah, 1,200 gold, sending it over for the portions you just mentioned. Wait.
Yes.
It was 8 plus. Wait. Oh yeah, plus the random stuff. Okay.
Yeah, she doesn't know. It will depend on the random stuff potency, but she'll basically fill it in to the brim.
Okay, and okay, last deal. We will probably hear again after we visited Rodop. I will pay you 2,000 gold for the potion of youth and cat whiskers. So the 3 potion of youth and 2 potion of cat whiskers, plus whatever health potion of max potency you have in stock and can throw on top of it. Okay.
Okay, sir. Speaking of the record, of course, there is something beyond we're working on that's beyond full restore.
You have my attention.
I'll see what I can dig up. I'm still pretty sure it's in the prototypes, but I might be able to get my hands on a couple of the prototypes. Call me back in a few days. I'll see what I can do.
I need to call back. She said in a couple 1 and 2 days she will deliver the youth potion. Can't you just send it together with that?
No. She's saying that it's basically a prototype that somebody in their company is working on, and she will dig into if she can get prototypes for you.
Yeah, but does she mean that I need to call her before receiving it, or will she just send it if she can?
She seems to be inclining that it might be too potent to be like sent with other potions, or it might be limited, and this is off the table, off the record, that is. So it's unclear how she wants this business to be done. But
okay, do I have to sacrifice the 2 potions of cat whiskers for that?
Yeah, no. Basically,
what a sacrifice!
Okay.
At this moment, the current 2 orders you have, she's not touching those. She's saying that if you call her in a couple of days, she might have information how to make the next order even better, as if with the prototype potion.
Yeah, but the thing is, 2 orders I received right now. I still have only 1. But okay, I have to remember to call her back for the last order in like 2-3 months. Out of game time.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, the random stuff plus the potion of plant speak, death resistance, and fire breathing right now, please, for 1,200. So yeah, LOD, you can subtract another 1,200.
1,200. Got it.
I didn't want to.
Yeah, poor Elodie just trying to work on her warship. But...
Yeah, I'm just in the middle of repairing a warship, and then it's just like every so often I have to pause to summon the train to cart out a bunch of gold, and then stow the train again, then get back to work.
Yeah. I love the image of CTA going up to this 10-meter tall Elodie. Mommy, can I have some change?
Mommy, I need pocket money.
Yeah. No, jokes aside. Yeah, so that's fine. The hour is coming to a close. Bob's stew is going on.
I mean, yeah. I should go ahead. Connie still hasn't actually chosen what to do.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
It is, yeah. So I was thinking, could I use maybe the time to like tinker with some of my items? Maybe the healing station to just give it like a maximum charge, something like that.
What do you mean a maximum charge? Does not have it all charges?
Well, yeah, it has three, it has like 3 out of 3, but maybe I could make it like a 3 out of 4 for like some work. I don't know.
So you want to like work on increasing its maximum?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's perfectly within the realms of possibility. Give me a knowledge check.
All right, let's see. She has oh wait, that's a wisdom, that's not knowledge, but it should be the same. So that's 11.
Okay. Give me a 1d89. Okay. So you will need to spend a couple of hours. You definitely can see a way to do it, although it's a bit unclear. You will need to spend a couple of hours rolling knowledge as you work on the healing station until you collect 50. Until the sum reaches 50 or more of your rolls. Does that make sense? What I'm trying to portray?
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. So basically, if you roll, 2 20s and a 10, you're done. If you keep rolling 2s, it's gonna take a long time. But yeah, it's a clear pathway on increasing to 4. However, Devil's Offer, instead of going to 4, you can try going to 5, but that will take 100, and there's no intermediate of 50.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so 100 is your goal. Once you reach 100, a sum of knowledge rolls reaches 100. You will gain 2 max charges immediately on your.
Cool.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah. So it's just, you can see how to short circuit it and make a compression mechanism on the healing juice. It's just quite difficult to achieve that within the conditions you are. But it's definitely a possibility. So that's what you kind of discover within the first hour, taking apart, analyzing.
That makes sense.
Could I get quick insights from everybody?
I love that it's too busy figuring out how to
just
achieve
1
world
second.
communism through a healing station.
It's
I was busy, but I still managed to get the best insight roll somehow.
It's a couple hours. Don't forget my drone is still flying towards the
absolutely.
clouds.
Have not forgotten. So speaking about the clouds, Elodie, after an hour passes, you kind of notice there is some rumbling as you notice lightning within the clouds. And the cloud formation, although it doesn't seem to have gotten much closer, it has gotten bigger. And there is clearly lightning going on inside of it. And while it is far away, it is hard to make it out. You can see that some of the lightning, at least, is caused by magic.
Okay. And it's getting closer to us, did you say?
It doesn't seem to have gotten much closer. It's hard to tell if it's gotten closer or just bigger.
Okay. Well, is this after the first hour, you said, or
This
after?
is after the first hour.
After the first. Right. Okay. Well, I'm fully healed now, so I don't need to repair any more vehicles at the moment.
Bob stew is brewing.
Yeah. Okay. Can I from if I was to spend time studying it with that insight roll, can I gather whether do I think I would be able to learn anything by staring at it? Like, not necessarily like how to use magic better, but just like anything about the clouds and such. I mean, Although I wouldn't say
Sure.
no to how to use magic there.
No, that's perfectly fine. Give me wisdom as the second hour, as we roll over into the second hour. Con, I assume you're going to be working on your healing station. Bob, I assume, is going to be finishing up his stew.
Can I use my advantage for the day to get a slightly better wisdom?
It's the end of the session, so feel free.
Yeah. Nice.
CTA, is there anything in particular you want to do?
No, the talking with the goblin should be plenty.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. So Elodie, it's quite weird. You try to study, just carefully watching the storm commencing. And it is weird, but for a few seconds it feels like the same effect of, like, you can definitely tell there's somebody cloud controlling, and you can even notice it slowly starting to approach your side, although it's not nowhere close to being dangerous. It's still at the horizon, but it has started to move towards your direction. You notice how some of the cloud control is magical while other is not. Although you can still see it's like unnatural weather phenomena going on.
Okay.
It's a bit confusing, almost like for a second you think, okay, is there two beings, one magical and one non-magical, controlling this weather? But it is quite strange in its interactions. And one of the things you notice, but you're not quite sure with a 19, for a split second, you think you saw a pattern that really reminds you of the same crystal you have in your chest, or the same crystals that were around Marked Men.
Yeah.
It wasn't nowhere as huge probably as yours. That's why it's hard to commence, because yours is easier to see from far away, and because it's so huge. But you definitely feel like you saw a pattern similar to that. As the second hour comes to is closing off, CTA, suddenly your drone comes in 3 kilometers away, shouting, "Father! Father! I have morbid news!"
Oh, you finally know I'm your father. What's up?
Okay.
The enemy is... And then you see lightning strikes from a clear blue sky as your connection with the drone disappears.
No, Carlson!
And that's where we're gonna end the session.
My poor baby.
No.
He died absolutely useless death. No.
Another sentient robot killed. At this point, I don't know if Connie's gonna be that happy about that. It's like, where do these sons of yours keep disappearing to, CTA?
Hey, to be fair, this is the first time since he had his revelation and started valuing them.
Yeah,
I mean, well, it's the second time, but the other one was possessed by a monster, and then this one was attacked by a cloud, so... Yeah, it's not really his fault.
By the way, guys, with a cold look, CTA looks back at his party members. I'm sorry, guys, but the potions I just bought, I will have to use to revive the enemies and kill them again and again and again. How dare they?
Oh yeah.
Poor Carlson.
I agree. But yeah, that's where we're gonna end today. The upcoming weeks should go without, at least I don't have any additional plans.
Awesome.
I shouldn't be going to the capital anytime soon, so
Yeah.
should be
By the way,
perfectly
do you have any updates on your enlistment and stuff?
I will have on the 21st. On the 21st. I'm going for a medical check.
Oh.
So
And
We'll
you
see.
also haven't started your new job yet. You just left the
No,
old
I
one
have.
last week.
I have started. No. I switched immediately. So I
Oh,
did start.
nice.
That's why I was kind of very.
Congratulations.
Yeah, is it good? Are you happy?
Oh, when people would talk about like stereotypical programmers being shy and like shut off and not speaking to anyone, I never understood because I never had a job with stereotypical programmers. Everyone was always yapping and stuff. And in this job, I went in and you could hear a pin drop if it wasn't for the mechanical keyboards clacking away. Like six people in a single room, and I didn't really have any conversations with anyone because everyone's just constantly with headphones and such. I only had one single conversation with one of the people, and I'm trying to remember how the conversation went. But right, yeah, he started by asking if I'm good at programming, and we ended discussing whether religion is based on morals or morals based on religion. So yeah, that guy was cool. But yeah, otherwise, I worked in a bank before, and now it's like an enterprise Bentley Systems, a subsidiary of actual Bentley. There's like old IT projects, but the speed is vastly different. Like in the bank, it was chill. Like the first month, nobody is expecting you to do anything. I come in here on the first day and they're like, yeah, so we already have a task for you. We need you to write a integration with Google Cloud. And I'm like, huh? Guys, I haven't even set up my computer. So yeah, a bit different expectations, but I don't know. We'll see. I was laughing that I'll know whether I like it or not once I get my first salary. Once I get paid, then it's gonna be clear if it's good or not.
Nah, you will know if you like it or not, when the honeymoon period is over. When you start a new job in the beginning, you are nervous. You're trying to be the best version of yourself. Well, the employer is like that as well. They're trying to hide all the nasty things under the rug. Trust me, in 6 months, you have different opinion.
No, I believe, but I've seen enough like systems to get the gist, and if I have a read on the people I'm working with, like understanding them as people. I think just from a few conversations, it's quite clear. Like there isn't much stuff to hide. It's a very shitty system that we're trying to rewrite a part of, and it's the same that it was for me in the bank. Just the fact that these guys are actually like rushing to do something about it than it was in the bank, where it's like, oh, we'll upgrade the system in like 20 years, 20-year roadmaps being driven. That's like crazy for me. But yeah, I mean,
being fixed in 20 years is better. This means you have a job for 20 years.
Oh no, absolutely. I only changed my job because of the salary. There was a significant salary increase, so that's why I'm saying I'll know if I will be happy once I get the payment. Otherwise, as I said, it was a chill job. I got to do cool projects, to our own implementations, and so on. But I'll see. I don't think I have much of a I don't think I'll have like the honeymoon period because I wasn't really enticed by this company. It was just the salary. So it's not like I have any high ideals that I uphold this company. It's a job. I don't care what it is. I want to do my job and get paid. And if I enjoy myself while I'm doing it, that's just better. So
shame on you. At work, you have to be family. Work for that pizza.
No, unironically, in the bank, it really felt like a family. Even when I was leaving, they had the whole karaoke and stuff, and like everyone was really friendly. But I think that's like the difference, right?
it doesn't have to be. Like, I don't care. It was very fun because it was that way. Like, we had yapping sessions. I would sometimes call a couple of my colleagues just to talk about personal life, because it felt like close connections with everybody, which does feel lacking here, even between the older colleagues. But it doesn't matter in the long run. Like, that's what personal friends are for, right? Not work friends, especially when they live in the capital and I live next by the shore. There's a 350-kilometer difference. So,
wait, you have real life friends? What?
Yeah, I know. 2 of them.
Shocking.
I know, right? I don't.
Come on.
But it's the very
we don't do
Slavic.
that.
It's the very Slavic way of friends where, I guess no, but most of the times when we actually meet, it's to drink and talk about shit. So we don't really do anything, but we do get lunch together at least once a week. So I guess, but that's a recent development. So maybe our friendship is evolving. I don't know.
Nice.
But yeah,
you have food together other than drinks. Nice.
I mean, you can't.
Really good.
Not all of us can drink in the middle of the day. I would be for it, but they can't. So that's kind of the limitation.
Day drinking is the best type of drinking, man. Like, you get drunk in the middle of the day, you go home, you have a nap, you sober up, you have a dinner at home, and you
we
have
never
no
drink
hangover.
out. We never drink while going out. It's like we calculate it, and it's like, okay, one of our guys, one of the people in the friend group is used to be a bartender, an ex-bartender. So we calculate, you know what? It just is cheaper for us to pay you to mix us drinks, and that's kind of is going to be like, add you like 5 or 10 euros from the check in the evening, and that's it. And then you mix us cocktails, and yeah, much better than going out. We're not really extroverts to like go to a bar or stuff.
Okay, see, money plays a big role in your life decisions.
I mean,
first the job, now the friends.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I am at that point of life where I first need the full financial stability, then just look at it, right? But it's not like I base it completely off, right? It's not like I would choose a different girlfriend if she had more money, but like that's way
She can
off.
hear you, you know.
That's why that's why I'm saying I wouldn't.
Understandable. Blink twice if she's holding a knife.
No. I don't think there's any shadows behind me. But yeah. But no, like it is at that point of life where I can burn myself on some things to assume a better financial stability. But even then, like going to bars and stuff with a friend group, we had those things, but then we noticed, okay, we pay more, and it's also harder to speak to each other because we're not like nightclub guys where you just go out dance. We mostly just sit and talk shit. So it is both cheaper and better to do it at home because, like, it's more clear.
Oh yeah, and you have better quality alcohol because if you buy a bottle of vodka, you know the brand you bought, you know that it's not some fake bullshit that's important from Poland, smuggled by a Russian migrant in his anal pocket.
I mean, we're buying either Scandinavian or Lithuanian. There's no in between. Oh, but also rum. Yeah, a rum would probably be the one that you're looking at, not the cheapest. Although we do buy one of the cheaper ones.
Reese, what is the best rum?
I have no idea. Also, I kind of have to go, to be honest. But it was great session. Thanks, Lucas. And see you all next week.
Yeah. Bye bye.
See you.
See you next week, guys. Bye.
I
Thanks for the
forgot.
session.
Yeah, Reese wasn't Irish, right? He was. What part of UK
Scottish.
was he?
Scottish, yeah.
Hey,
Scottish.
okay, I should have asked for Scotch. Rum and Scotch are the same thing, right?
No.
They
You're
are
being
technically
man.
the same thing.
Scotch is more related to whiskey,
Whiskey
isn't
and
it?
what's the difference between whiskey and rum?
I don't think I've tasted any whiskey or rum where I would say, oh, this whiskey tastes just like rum. I
Hey,
don't know. I don't
isn't
know
that
the actual
the
difference.
same ingredients?
I don't know
Nope.
what's the actual difference, but I know that
No,
there's
the
difference in
difference
taste.
is rum is made by sugar canes, at least the original rum. Sugar canes that are distilled, and whiskey is barley or malt, depending on the country and the recipe. But it is basically a mush malt. So single malt whiskey means one variety of malt. Only blended malt is mixed variety, so the taste is different. Whiskey is still distilled and needs to age in oak caskets, and the oak caskets can be used for rum. And the rum caskets, where the rum is kept to ferment and age, to further age, not ferment. Sorry. The old caskets can be sold for whiskey or beer, and people can fill other liquid inside. So technically,
Okay.
they're quite different.
Okay, I'm just
the
level one
rum is
alcoholic then. For me, I differentiate alcohols by the color. Whiskey and rum are both brown for me, so it's the same thing.
Yeah, if you want to try a good rum, buy Dictador or Bumbu. Those two are quite tasty. Bumbu tastes a bit like bananas. They're both Dominican, if I'm not mistaken. And if you try to try a good whiskey,
€50? Are you crazy?
Ardbeg.
Yeah, no. That once he said the names, I was laughing because I'm like, okay, that's some actual rum.
Okay. With Pepsi,
Yeah,
mixed with Pepsi, they all taste the same, so I don't care.
Yeah. No, you shouldn't.
Yeah, you don't mix that with Coke. You don't make Cuba Libre with this. This is simple. Pour a glass of rum, put some ice in it, maybe some lime, and chill in the sun.
Well, wasn't mixing ice with like high quality liquor supposed to be bad? Oh, you're diluting it.
No, those are some retards who think, oh, you're diluting it. It is meant to be diluted because it elevates the flavors.
Okay.
Some people drop several drops of water in their whiskey to elevate those.
I was gonna say I just skip the ice, just add water.
Yeah, several drops of water is good. If you put up to 2 ice blocks in the whiskey or the rum or any alcohol, I mean regular size ice blocks, you're not diluting anything. You're drinking as intended. And if you put one single big block of ice, you're not diluting anything, drinking as intended.
Oh, interesting.
So if some whiskey snob tells you, "Oh, you're diluting $1,000 whiskey," tell him to fuck off.
Yeah, whenever that opportunity comes up where I'm drinking $1,000 whiskey and somebody is telling me I'm diluting it, I will tell them to fuck off.
Yeah,
absolutely. Anytime soon.
Okay, I'm going to get to some sleep as I have to go to the office tomorrow.
All right.
See you next week, guys.
Bye next week. Thanks for DMing. Till next week.
Yep, thanks for DMing.